Hello! Welcome to CharmedPersons. Thank you so much for joining us on this Sunday. I see in the chat, shout out to Dungeon of Bees for that beautiful art on our...
Oh my god, sorry, that was me.
That's so embarrassing.
God,
Kelsey watches our own
watching us?
I was chatting with Dungeons of Bees. I forgot
amazing.
the sound. Sorry, guys.
Thank you for joining us. Yes, shout out to Dungeons of Bees for that art at busybee.arts on Instagram. We are so appreciative of you. Reward this behavior. That's all I'll say. Thank you for joining us today. This week, tomorrow is nothing because we just had an episode last week. Thursday is a Curse of Strahd session at 7 p.m. Central. So join us for the continuation of Strahd. Sal is back.
Sal's back.
Eric keeps saying that Sal's back. Michael and I are hesitant about it. So come watch the Strahd module, CharmedPersons version. A week from today, we will not be having a session. It's I don't know. Is that Father's Day? Is that what that is?
It's
No,
Pride.
that just happened.
No.
There's just stuff's happening. Okay, so we're not gonna have a session.
People are unavailable.
We're going to love Curse of Strahd. Then you should definitely check out our campaign that we're running on Thursdays, every other Thursday. But yeah, we're not going to have a session next week, but we're hopefully going to find another time for the next Campaign 3 session so you don't have to wait 2 full weeks. Follow CharmedPersons on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and we'll keep you updated on that. But that's the announcements. Once again, go follow at busybee.arts. And without further ado, let's jump into a recap. For those who have not been watching all 18 sessions of this, it's very understandable. I'm going to take this recap back a little bit further. So our party met each other in a city known as Danrek. All through various lanes of their lives, they came together through one fateful event at the Velvet Pillow, where they all found themselves under attack by a group that they eventually came to know as the Sealdoors, a mafia-like family in this city of crime. We met Danny Stratus, the Air Genasi monk, played by Michael. We met Aeliana Avarna, the human bard, played by Kelsey. We met Emory Farrow, the half-elf rogue, played by Angie. We met Oliver Burroughs, the half-elf cleric, played by Eric, and we met Rowina Bishop, the green tiefling sorcerer, played by Emily. Along with a various other cast of characters, we met characters. We met the Ravens, ran by Rowina Talbot, and we met Nessa, who's been on a will they, won't they, now it's definitely kind of on correspondence with Emory Farrow. And our characters worked together to bring down the Sealdoors. As it turns out, they were hijacking and kidnapping magic users, and they weren't quite sure why, but they took care of business and ended up getting the eye of the king, who was there for the Tournament of Redemption. And the king was thankful, paid them, invited them to his castle at the end of the year for the celebration of New Beginnings, this year's version of this world's version of New Year's, and told you that any more information that you could find out would be incredibly useful to him and would be rewarded in kind. So you decided to make your way out of Danrek, some of you for the first time ever, to the southern part of this continent in Wuldriar, where you knew that some of these magic users were being taken. Along the way, you met a character named Xander Thorne, who was a local in Ronhar, a city that you stopped by. Eventually, he was killed, taken from you. You found out he was taken from you. You sent a sending spell to him. You found out that he is alive, but he's somewhere. He was captured by a sister of Cullinan, who had a connection with Michael's characters from his past. But you ended up killing Winter, one of the 3 sisters of Cullinan. gaining a cursed magic item that Emory is also having a will they won't they with in a weird way.
I have not kissed the sword.
You have not kissed the sword, nor Nessa.
Well, okay. Thanks for reminding me.
Eventually you did, though, find yourselves into Woldriar. You ended up stopping the operation that the Shadow Blades and the Sect of the Abyss had down there, the two organizations that you found out were behind these kidnappings of magic users, and you found out that they were taking the magic from these innate magic users and putting them into some kind of device. It ended up killing the magic user, but you put a stop to that, definitely hampering the progress of the Sect of the Abyss, but also found out some more information, that there was some correspondence between the sect and their headquarters at the mountain, and a leader that was only referenced to as him. You also found some correspondence between Kara Elkhart, the head of the House of Balance, and this secret organization. The House of Balance being Danny's monk group, basically. I don't really know. This is conclave. You took that information, went back to Ronhar, along the way running into some members of the Order of Tooth and Claw, a member of Were Lycanthropy people. A battle happened. Danny and Oliver were both bit, and once they reached Ronhar, had an unfortunate night where Oliver killed a man and Danny severely injured another. But you were able to eventually remove the curses. Oliver tried to find redemption with the wife of the murdered guard. That did not go well. But they ended up becoming kind of heroes of Ronhar, as Ronhar was under attack by some hellhounds that were following some citizens from Oliver's town, Pineville, where he's from. It was there that they found out that something was going on in Pineville and that people were dying and being taken, and it was all happening because of this man named Cinder. So our party decided to make their way to Pineville and then eventually Savonia. The party made their way there, ended up immediately getting involved in whatever was happening with Cinder, who turns out is the Herald of Moldrak, who is a demon or a devil who has been brought forth into the material plane and has returned, supposedly. And he is the herald of this demon and was taking over the town of Pineville, charming people, killing others. But Oliver's father, who he had not seen in a number of months, was helping lead a resistance against this group that was very thankful once our party ended up handling the situation. Pineville was seemingly saved from the chaos of Cinder, although Cinder himself did live and left a message saying Moldrak has returned and so will I. But for now, it seems to be that he is gone and has returned to the hell from whence he came. That night, or the next night rather, you decided to have a little gathering at the church here in town in order to, one, relax yourselves and try to have a good time, but two, also bring the town back together, make them see the church as not this evil building where all this bad stuff went down. You got to meet Oliver's mentor, not mind-controlled, which was nice. Obviously, you met his father, and you got to see a lot of very cute moments between Oliver and his dad. He's very dad. He made you all blueberry pancakes. He also gifted Oliver with a new set of clockwork armor, which was very cool, basically making him a medieval Iron Man. And then that night, a beautiful, serene moment happened between Aeliana and Oliver, where they embraced for the first time, and it was a moment of levity in a very dark time for these players. Yeah! Some players maybe having just a slight problem, or at least a little bit of hurt in their heart. Some players just being curious and nosy and spying from afar. But it was all interrupted when Rowina heard a familiar humming noise, one that she had heard from a recent vision of the supposed Damien, perhaps her father. The party all then gathered together, grabbed Danny along the way, who was getting more high outside the party, and you all made your way to the edge of the endless pines, the forest that Pineville is buttressed right up against, and you saw a light in the distance of someone, perhaps at a campfire. You called out to this someone in Infernal, the language of tieflings. The campfire went out, and then as Emory was using his elf eyes to peer into the dark forest, you spied the green tiefling man with long black hair, graying beard, peer out from behind a tree, look at you all with wide eyes, and say, "No, you were supposed to stay away from me," before disappearing through a dimension door spell. And that is where we left off. It is a brisk night, and the stinging cold breeze flows throughout the endless pines. Thin rays of pale moonlight pierce the thick canopy of trees and dot the forest floor with a gray glow. The falling snow has begun to stick, and the continent of Akios finds itself thoroughly into waxing winter, the first winter season of this world. In the distance, we see a flash of green arcane light appear and then blink out of existence. Facing this flash of arcane energy, we see our party on the outskirts of the endless pines, staring into the darkness in front of them. What do you do?
Was that me? Was he talking to me? Was he? I felt like he was looking at me.
Looked like he was talking to you, yes.
He. Supposed to stay away. How was I supposed to know? Nobody told me to stay away.
No. That was not your fault.
Well, did I make him leave?
Do we go after him?
Don't know
Ow.
where he went.
Can anybody do that?
No.
And I point to where the door was.
No, I wish.
No.
I can't believe he would come back to Pineville.
We did clarify that Aeliana did know what that spell was.
Yeah.
So you know that he is 500 feet in any direction.
Oh. Where's Shadow?
I will say the Endless Pines are not a place you want to be after nightfall,
No.
even on the edge of them.
And we would just be chasing in a random direction. We have no idea where he goes. I mean, he could be in town for all we know.
Right.
What?
I mean, 500 feet in any direction? So maybe we should go
Yeah.
back?
Do you think we need to have a conversation about Damien? Because I think me and you guys have very different objectives for Damien.
Yes, we probably should.
I'll
should go
make
ahead.
tea.
Back to town.
Yes, please.
All right,
Alright.
you start to head back to town. As you get back to town, you weren't too far out. Pineville is directly up against the endless pines. So you find yourselves back to the main party within 10-15 minutes after you left. But it is starting to dwindle. People are starting to find themselves going home. Mariella is starting to clean up some stuff. Your dad is not there anymore. It seems like he's probably gone home. But nothing crazy has seemed to have happened in the last 10-15 minutes. Just seems to be that everything's wrapping up.
I am on the lookout for a green tiefling. That's not
For sure. Yeah, roll a perception check.
I mean, I guess I would be too.
Yeah.
14.
Mm-hmm.
Just on guard.
19.
19. You do not see a green tiefling. You do not see anybody really even giving you any attention that is out of the ordinary. You feel pretty confident that if he's here, he's hiding from you or not within eyesight.
Has he been following us? Or is he did he never leave Pineville?
Have you heard that song before, Rowina?
I've at least heard it in visions. A few times that I've recently had visions of who I assumed to be Damien. He was whistling that. Once that seemed more recently, and once that I think was from when I was very young. So
Then there's
I
no way
think
to
I've
know.
heard it.
Emory, roll a history check for me. You know what? I'll say history or insight. I'll allow you to choose.
16.
16? Okay.
That's the meanest thing you can
Why?
do. Just have somebody roll. It's like, great.
Why?
And it was 16, which is
And it was like a pretty
not
good
Yeah,
roll.
16
Yeah,
is
that's
nothing
not
to
bad.
scoff at. Yeah.
Shit. Damn. Alright, well, where is a good place to discuss then? If we're going to talk, where is a good place to talk?
I mean, we can go back to my dad's house, or we can go to a tavern, whatever people want to do.
You know the town best.
Well, what's the vibe?
I want to drink.
All right, yeah, we should.
All right,
head
let's
to
drink.
The tavern,
Right.
which I know is called.
The tavern. It doesn't
It's
really
called.
have a name. It
There's
doesn't
one tavern.
It doesn't really
yeah.
have a name. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
literally just the tavern that's in the
Yeah.
town.
I imagine it's like tavern, but it's spelled like wyvern. Like
Yeah.
P-A-Y-V-E-R-N.
It started off as
Tavern.
just somebody's house, people drinking in the basement, and then
Yeah. I would say you go there. As you walk in, you don't see anybody in particular. There's like the occasional people that you like just know for a fact you would have seen, like the drunk who's always here. There's like one or two of those, and then behind the bar, you see a half-orc man standing with his arms crossed, kind of just like seems to almost be nodding off a little bit. He has black hair and kind of like a mohawk that's braided and falls down his back. And has two tusks, one on the right with a big chip in it. You walk into the tavern, Oliver. You know this man's name to be Garrosh. He's just kind of chilling. You can call him Gary, though, obviously.
Right. Garrett, you're not closed, all right? We don't want.
What?
We're just looking to grab a drink. We'll be
Oliver,
quiet.
I was wondering when you were going to come see me.
Yeah. It's today, right now.
All right. The usual?
Yep.
He gives you 5. He sees 5 people. He gives you 5 mugs of ale.
I down mine really fast.
Oh.
Yeah, I will as well. Seeing
Emory
do that, like
That's how-
we'll take 5 more when you get a chance.
Oh, how about I just? He picks up this like little mini cake behind the bar,
Yeah.
and he goes.
Amazing.
He
Okay.
says, "What table?" He's just like starts to kind of like walk out from behind the bar.
Somewhere like
Right over
back
there.
in a
By the
corner.
fire. Yeah.
He
Oh,
just
yeah.
follows you with this big. Places it down. Okay, the 3 gold.
Thank you, Gary.
Thanks, Oliver.
Oh, no problem, guys.
You hand him 3 gold.
I'll hand him 5 gold.
I was about to say he definitely looks at you like.
Ha!
But when
I said 3 gold.
But when you hand him
That's
5
3
gold, he looks at you and says, "Oh, Oliver, you're too kind." Hits you a little bit too hard on the back,
It's good to be back.
and then he walks over and like immediately assumes the same position he was just in. Like crosses his arm and just kind of
What a
leans
man.
back a little.
Waits to respawn
Yeah,
for the next.
he goes. That's his idle animation. And you are around the table, definitely private. The one drunk is like kind of humming to himself in the opposite corner, and the other's asleep.
Humming what song? Not Damien's song.
Oh
right?
my god.
Happy birthday.
Oh my
'Cause it's
god.
in the
Just
public
humming
domain.
happy birthday.
Yeah, because it's in the public domain, so
Fucking
he
incredible.
feels better about humming it. So.
He's so conscious.
Lady Gaga and
I
okay, done.
immediately
Happy
pour it
birthday to
down.
me.
That's birthday Bob over
Birthday
there.
to me.
Birthday Bob.
It's his
Yeah.
birthday every day. He comes.
Yeah, he always hums.
He has kind of like a 51st date situation.
Yeah.
He only remembers this day.
This is like the best
Oh my
lore
god.
ever. Right up on the spot. Okay.
Birthday Bob's got to come back at some point.
He is
Yeah,
unfortunately by
please,
himself.
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. The Damien of it all.
Yes. I guess I'd like to hear your thoughts, Oliver.
Well, I know he's probably your dad, right? We assume that, and he
I
might
mean,
be Emory's dad,
Likely.
He's drinking.
right?
No.
Possibly.
Mhm. Yep.
Maybe,
Maybe.
which would be wild. And I love both of you, so of course I'm gonna let you guys figure that out. But if I find out he had something to do with my mom, I don't know if I'll be able to stop myself.
I understand. I think to some extent I would feel the same way. But every time I've had a vision of him, you know, I can't write off the possibility that he is a bad man who has done horrible things. But I've never gotten the sense that he is when I've been there with him or seen him. And it's just a vision, so who knows, but I will not blame you for anything you need to do. I just ask that you give me, and I don't want to speak for Emory, but that you give me time to
Yep.
talk to him first.
Promise.
Emory, I'm sorry, I don't want to speak for you.
I mean, if he is my dad, I guess I'm gonna watch Oliver kill my dad.
Well, we don't know that he did do this. We don't even, if he
If he
did, we don't
did,
even know
though-
that he did it intentionally.
He's not my dad.
We don't know.
He's not.
I guess-
He's not my dad. I don't have parents. I've
Well,
never
you
had
have.
parents.
You have parents.
But yeah, but it's not. It doesn't mean anything.
Emory, I don't have parents either.
Good.
So,
So you get it.
but there is a possibility that Damien's my father.
Good. Then maybe you have a father.
All right. I guess we don't need to talk about this until it is an issue again, but
I think we're on the same page. It kind of seems like. Kind
I
of.
think so.
No killing in the immediate term.
Yes. That seems like a generally good rule of thumb. Just like talk before kill.
Unless
Right?
they did something to your mother.
No,
But
Then
you
kill
don't
it.
find that out until you talk, so
I'll help.
precisely.
Okay, thank you.
take on it. And by we, I mean you.
Three-way handshake.
Three-way handshake. Good. All right,
And
that's
like that.
decided.
Dungeon of Bees.
Three-way
handshake.
hand lick handshake.
Good luck. Oh my god.
Rowina would like down the rest of her drink
Yeah.
after they.
Oh, I'm on my
fine.
third or
I'm
fourth
really
at
not
this
in the
point.
same. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm fucking. Emery's just throwing him back.
Okay.
I'm like 4 beers in by now.
Yeah,
Okay.
Are we leaving in the morning? Is that what we decided?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
I thought
this
so.
is gonna be really fun, you guys.
Maybe it'll be a little later.
Woo!
In the early morning. Afternoon, perhaps early afternoon.
Bacon. There should be bacon.
No, I think we could We can make it work.
Yeah.
We have horses.
Danny's here, right?
Yeah.
But Danny doesn't drink.
Danny
Or-
did like go to bed.
I thought Danny. No, Danny's with
No,
us.
Danny's
Oh,
with you.
Danny caught up with us.
Yeah, we got him. Yeah.
We
Okay, we got
grabbed
him,
him,
yeah.
Scoop.
What's your opinion on this, Danny?
Don't look at me. I have the least amount of skin in the game of everyone here.
Third-party opinions are often very highly valued
Yeah,
in
my
situations
judgment is
like this.
clouded for sure.
To a certain
Right.
extent, I don't want to be the one that comes down to the deciding point as to what one person should or shouldn't kill the parent of another two people.
It's a lot to ask of somebody. Now that
Very
you
wise.
say it plainly like that.
Yeah.
Not
I'll
saying
do
you
it.
need to decide, just if you have thoughts.
My thoughts. I think Emory's kind of in denial about the situation. You're for sure pretty much related to Rowina. Even if you don't have parents, I think your not parent is the same parent who have the same not parent. Both of you.
Wait, hang on.
You were like, I don't have
Not-
parents, but neither did Rowina. And it's like, yeah, because you guys have the same not parent.
Sure.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But like, why can't our not parents be different?
They could be.
Could be.
So there's.
I think one of them's the same.
This is going really well.
It's just easier to not have parents. It was just easier before.
Easy isn't always better, though.
Number 5.
Oh my god. Aeliana's on like 2. She's like 1.5 in.
It's not possible. My parents are probably like dead. They're dead. Why would I go? Why would someone give me to a place like Beard Family Farm if they existed? I was scooped up probably from the side of the road, and they were like, "Whoa, here's this weird baby with weird ears. And here, fucking take them."
I don't.
What
know
are
what
they?
we're
They
doing.
don't give them a name. They'll
Emory-
figure it out.
Emory, you don't have to make yourself process something right now that might not even be real. We can cross this bridge if we get to it.
But Danny said it's probably real. And look at him, he's so smart.
Danny
Not
had no
really.
evidence to back up that claim, to be fair.
But he's
I'm
right
sorry,
a
Danny.
lot of the times.
I don't know about all that.
And he's great. He's a great guy.
Sure, yes.
So
But-
I trust him. But it's
also
just,
might not be
it'll be
true.
fine, you guys. I don't.
Either way, it'll be fine.
Number 6.
We should, okay, to change the subject, because I think that's what needs to happen here.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk about this here now, but Aeliana, we should, at least on the road, talk about the people who might be in Savonia and what we might need to do to avoid them.
Yeah, that's a good point.
If
You
Ness is
in
going to be in
particular?
Savonia,
That's right.
we don't have to avoid her, do we?
No, I don't
Okay.
think so.
No.
That's good.
Rowena, I'd actually like your opinion on this. I have been debating back and forth if I should send any information, assuming that there is capability to do so at the end of the day on the travel, if I should send a message to my mother.
I think that your mother's very smart and she's trapped and might have just the time and intelligence that we need.
What should I ask for? Or say, I guess.
I mean, perhaps you could tell her that,
That will be there?
yes, tell her that we'll be there, ask, do you think she'll be there?
I would assume so if the Earl said that House of Avarna would be at the event. And the only ones left are my uncle and my mother, according to what I know right now. The only ones left in the house.
I do think, from an unbiased standpoint, I do think we should tell your mother because she would protect us. And if we're trying not to be seen, having someone right next to him would be good.
Right.
From a biased perspective, your mother misses you very much, and I don't want to overstep, but I spent a good deal of time with her, and she talked mostly of you.
I will work on 25 words then.
If you need help, I'm happy to help.
Thanks.
You have anything of hers or a picture or anything that would definitely help me send a message?
Would I say?
You're muted.
You probably wouldn't actively have a picture of her, but because you're literally like a portrait artist,
I could draw her.
I wouldn't even like make her roll for a portrait of it. You would still have to roll because you've never met her, but I wouldn't require a roll from Aeliana's end.
Nice. I could spend some time and draw her.
Yeah.
If it would help.
Yeah, it would.
Okay. Well, do I have I guess it's not hers, technically, but I have the ring.
Yeah, and that honestly just would have given you the same thing. It's like yeah.
If that would have helped, okay, yeah.
Because that's why Danny didn't have to roll because he had the Nyx necklace.
I got it. I will work on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I frankly think I look quite different than when I left. And my uncle wasn't around all the time. I was very young. It's possible he won't recognize me.
It's definitely a possibility.
I am sure that he would recognize me and not be happy to see me.
Yeah. For you, it would be important. Perhaps a disguise would be useful.
I can disguise myself magically, but only for an hour at a time, which might be enough.
I mean, the thing with that, because and I'm only bringing this up because I know that you said that a couple of times, but mechanically, it takes 6 seconds to cast Disguise Self. So I think if just within the hour, Rowina could find 6 seconds where someone's not looking at her, this spell could be re-upped
almost.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it is a first level spell, so I mean, I would be using spell slots pretty consistently, but it's not.
But it's lower ones that wouldn't be as important. Okay.
Could always also get some hats.
Well, no. The Hat of Disguise. You don't have to use a spell slot for the Hat of Disguise.
I don't have a Hat of Disguise.
Oh, I thought you did.
Mm-hmm. She's got the cloak of Elven.
Oh, that's right.
I have the cloak of Elven.
That's right.
Yeah, I had one in the last campaign.
Yes. Sorry, I was thinking of something else. Yeah, my bad.
Honestly, I should get a Hat of Disguise. That's a great idea.
Well, you can probably find
one.
One
Look out. I was gonna say we could potentially try to.
Definitely gonna be magic items to be found in Pineville.
Everybody save your gold.
Savonia's gonna have pretty much anything you're looking for, if you have the gold for it.
Anyways, yeah. So,
we'll figure that out. We'll see what your mother has to say and
go from there.
Yes.
Yeah. She does finish her drink. No.
Yeah.
We probably should not make it too late at night. And she glances at Emory.
Yeah.
Are we staying at your dad? Where are we staying?
Yeah.
We were at.
You want to? Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, because we saw Oliver's room.
Oh yeah. Oh right.
You all just kind of found a space to chill.
Yeah. Should we head back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fine.
All right.
We can bring the keg though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
He gave it
Oh yeah.
Incredible.
Oliver, help me.
All end up falling asleep in the.
Oliver's carrying it down the street
ground.
while Emery's duck waddling to pour some.
I'm trying to
Pour it,
yes,
I'm pouring it directly in Emery's mouth as well.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is highly ill-advised.
It's a keg walk.
Woo!
Does anybody
He was in high
do
school.
anything else before you find sleep for the night?
Does everybody
there's
sleep
one-
in their own bed?
There's one small thing.
Okay. Chill.
Is
I
it
would-
Aeliana?
Oh no. Is the portrait that we had, was that like in the living room where everybody was sleeping?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I think Oliver would find a time by himself, and he would just kind of sit and stare at the portrait for a while with like his knees to his chest.
Yeah.
And Oliver's a grown man, but in this moment, there's like no difference between the little boy in the portrait and Oliver sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
You know that like moment in TV shows where it's like somebody's looking at themselves, and it's like
Yeah.
I feel like it's intercut, and it just cuts to like Oliver as a kid staring at the portrait.
Yeah. Yeah. You have these memories of, you know, I think that you've been so focused on your mother and getting her back that is where your brain has been. And in this moment, you actually start to think of memories and the things that you would do with her, and, you know, the quite comparatively free spirit that she had. And yeah,
And it's been like 11 months since I've seen her.
Mhm.
So it's like I'm just trying to burn, cause that's the only picture that exists
Yeah.
of her that I know, so I'm just trying to
Yeah.
burn that image into my brain.
Yeah. All right. Well, eventually, sleep finds you for the evening. You wake up the next day to some eggs and toast being being cooked by William Burroughs. And it's not as fancy as the blueberry pancakes, but he still makes everything for you. Okay, no, never mind. He makes the breakfast for you. You all gather yourselves around the table. Emory has his sunglasses on.
Oh my god!
Feel a bit
That's
hungover.
incredible. That's incredible.
It helps. I don't know.
William puts a plate in front of you. Just eat up. Trust me. Just eat
We get a
this. You're gonna
Glass
feel
of
well.
raw eggs for Emory.
Yeah, I got you. And
Why?
he goes
Cheers.
over and he gets some raw eggs. He hands it to Emory. He puts one down in front of Oliver without even asking. And he says, so you kind of stepped away when it happened, but I kind of made an announcement at the gathering last night. I said, if the town will have it, that I will be interim mayor. Until
I'm sorry I missed
come
it.
up with a different.
Claps.
Yeah. Yeah. You clap and Emery's like, ah.
Sorry.
Taking psychic damage.
That's great, Dad. That's great.
And Emory, I will say one thing that you notice is that you feel that cold feeling again this morning, which makes the hangover worse. But also, it makes you realize that last night, while you were really drunk, you didn't really focus on that feeling.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
No. Shit.
Noted.
No.
Bad.
Why is
Bad.
that?
Because it's
Bad.
the real world, man.
I know.
Hey, I'm a really safe person to explore this with.
Yeah, if there's anyone who I know to explore this with, it's Angie.
That's true.
Okay, so yeah. Your dad tells you that your horses have been taken care of. They're alive. Their throats were not slit.
Taken care of can mean a couple different things.
Yeah, I know.
God.
He said that he already spoke to the stable master and they're getting tacked up and ready for you for your journey. He said in thanks, the town has put together, donated a little bit of what they have so that you guys don't have to worry about paying for any rations. They give you rations to make it to Savonia.
How many is that?
10 days worth of rations for each person. Which should get you to Savonia, barring any...
We had already bought enough rations to get to Savonia.
You did, yes. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
So you
So
can
we
turn
can
it down
save
if you
them.
want, but they do that.
No.
Double rations.
Yeah, I saved it for another trip.
Very
You can eat a little bit more
Can't have
lavishly. Eat while you
Yeah.
ride, snack a little bit.
Finally, some protein. I can.
Snacks.
Woke up.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, the word rations is apropos. It's like it's what you need for the day. So like having a little bit of extra food is not bad. So your dad kind of looks at you, Oliver, and he says, "Do you mind if I talk to you for a minute?"
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And he kind of pulls you aside. He said he like stops in the hallway, and then he's like, he kind of looks back. Let's go to my workshop. And he goes back to the workshop, and he kind of like opens the door and like waits for you to go in.
You're not gonna give me another set of armor, are you?
You wish. Come on.
Yeah, I do.
You walk in. He shuts the door, and he comes up to you. Oliver. You son of a bitch! You think I didn't see that last night? I saw it. I did. I saw it.
Yeah. No, it was a great night. Best I've had in a while.
Good for you, son.
It's no small part due to you. So thank you. You're a great wingman, which is odd, but thank you for everything.
Well, I just wanted to kind of get you alone for a moment. One, to say, you sly dog. But two, to also, come back sooner next time.
Do you know I was going to tell you before I left that it may be a while before I came back?
Really?
Yeah. I don't plan on... I know I said this before I left last time, but I don't plan on coming back without her. So, however long...
I need you to promise me something, and it's something that you're not going to want to promise me. But I hope out of respect and duty for me that you will.
What?
If bringing her back, if you know that that means that she doesn't come back with you, promise me you won't do that.
I know that's not what she would want. So I promise.
That doesn't mean, he puts a hand on your shoulder, you don't have to exhaust every avenue that's out there.
If there's a way to bring her back, it'll be done.
I love you, son.
I love you too. Thank you for everything. I kind of wish I was staying, but I'm happy to get back out there.
They need you. She needs you.
These guys hardly need me. They'll be.
I have no idea what you have been up to on your travels, but I know that that's not true.
When I come back for a while, I'll be able to tell you some stories.
All right, good. Just be safe. Even if it's a while before you come back, just...
I'll check in.
Come back.
Yeah. I'll check in a couple days, make sure everything's still hunky-dory here, but I'll be back.
Don't worry, I'll be keeping myself busy. There's going to be a lot to do.
Yeah, Mayor. Do I call you Mayor now? Father? What
Mayor Father.
Mayor Father.
No. All right. Well, I already have some work to do for the day, so I want to say goodbye to you. He gives you a big hug. He says, I'll say goodbye to your friends, and then...
I'll hold the hug just like for a while.
He starts to pull away, realizes that you're doing that, and then he like comes to like a full embrace and like does the dad grip behind your head and like brings you in.
Tears.
Yeah. He pulls away and he has tears down his eyes too. And he said, if your mother could see us now.
Man, she would love it.
She would love it.
Yeah.
And he goes back out and he looks to all of you and he says, it's been a pleasure meeting all of you. My son could not be in better care. Just make sure he comes back, but also make sure all of you come back too, all right? Please don't let this be the last time I see you.
No. Thank you for everything.
Thank you for everything.
Of course. I've got some mayoral duties to get to, so Just head on to the stables. They'll have your horses for you, but safe travels, all right? And William Burroughs heads out.
Dear father. Well, should we get headed?
All
Oh.
right.
Yes.
You get on your horses at the stable master. They have been well fed, well groomed. They look great. They look rested. And it's good because it's going to be 10 days of travel through the wilderness. No more settlements, no more cities in between. 10 days of wintry travel from here to Savonia. And as we did between Wuldriar or Ronhar and Pineville, we are going to jump this 10 days of travel. If there is anything that you would have wanted to do over these 10 days, we can take care of that now. But I wanna get you guys to this capital. You've been working really hard to get there, and I want to reward that. So we will be jumping to Savonia. But if there's anything you wanted to have done, let's kind of discuss that now. Does anybody want to start? Do I need to pick a volunteer?
I'm writing my 25 words, so give me like 1 second.
Okay. All right, so Kelsey's not first. Anybody else? Emory? What do you get up to?
I know that Rowina had said she was going to add to Emory's story. Did she ever give?
Yeah, there was a point where I like slipped it in your pocket
You did,
while we were
okay.
dancing, and you knew.
You
Yeah.
like pointed to it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Put it in my pocket.
Yeah.
So I think with the, just the end of their Pineville excursion, I wouldn't have had time to do that. So at some point during the trip, maybe not day 1, but like day 2 or 3, when I feel a little better, I will read what she wrote,
Mm-hmm.
and would love to ask her some questions.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Rowina would be trying to keep kind of a close eye on Emory in general, just like knowing that he's kind of going through it and trying to give him space, but like
I'm
making
fine.
sure that he's not going off the deep end.
Through it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure.
There's nothing to be gone through. There's nothing to.
Yeah, I would definitely say that easily enough. You have read the rest of the story, and you find a moment where Danny and Oliver are in conversation, and Aeliana's like doing something on her journal or something like that, and you find a moment of privacy between the two of you.
So is that true?
What part?
I guess like all of it. Like, is that how you found out?
No. It is true that any green tiefling is known as blood of Aluna, and we are the tieflings known for being gifted with magic. Descendants of Aluna, the original tiefling. I didn't know that for a long time. It was just recently in research I discovered that and what it means, and I suppose that's how I wish that it had happened, that it would have led to some secret family, some larger narrative or something, but I don't know, it just seems to be a fact.
And did Linda tell you that? She was the one to tell you?
No, she was not the one to tell me. It's something I discovered on my own.
Who is Linda?
Linda's my mother, basically. She took me in when I was a baby. I spent my whole life with her, but she's not my mother. She knows a lot about magic, and I suspect there's more that she knew about me than she lets on, but I learned a lot from her. I'm very grateful for her. I just wanted to include her in the story.
She's cool. I like her.
She is cool.
She.
You would like her.
Do you think I'll meet her?
I hope so. I hope you'll all meet her sometime. Although, I don't know, going back to my hometown is not the safest thing for us to do, at least now.
Do you think she'd come to us? Do you think she would come to Savonia? Do you think that if you invited her to Savonia, she'd come?
Oh, perhaps she has sort of a little sanctuary in the woods, and she likes it there. People from town come to her to buy all sorts of things, and she doesn't leave very often. I don't know that she wouldn't, but she doesn't.
What if she doesn't come? Maybe me and you. No offense to everybody else. Well, Danny's pretty sneaky too, but a big group just it gets tricky. But if you and I just sneak to visit her one time.
It'd be amazing. I mean, I think that everybody could go. We would just need to let her know, but that would be great.
Emory will just like I imagine that it's like one night at the fire or like on a watch or something because they've been taking watches together. But I think that they would just get quiet and Rowina would know that they're like crafting something like, oh, if we go to maybe I could write something about like moving to the woods and like just starts like putting like threads together and then kind of just stops and looks and says, oh, by the way, you don't have to worry about me feeling left out.
Good.
I'm
Emory, even if we're not related, which feels like a 1 in a million chance, but for some reason might be true. I don't know. Even if you're not, I don't care. We're still family. And I don't want you to get too caught up in where you come from. I've been down that road. I spent a lot of time alone in a library trying to figure out where I came from. And it doesn't really solve anything.
I mean, up until this moment, I've truly never cared. But now it feels like I should.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I don't really want to.
Don't. All that really matters is who's around you right now.
Hell yeah. Okay. So stuff is coming to me, so I'm gonna
Yes.
and he'll like pull out his like papers and just like he's been keeping loose papers. There's no rhyme or reason, so it's just like he pulls out this like tuft of parchment and is like sorting through it and like finds a blank one and like pulls it on his lap and it's just like
love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's great.
Thank you.
What about you, Danny? What do you get up to during these 10 days?
Really not a lot. Just kind of keeping to myself. I don't really have any stuff.
One day you would get a message from your sending stone.
Great.
From Wyndham. And he would tell you 25 words.
No, the sending stone. This one is
sending
unlimited.
Stone, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
You can
right.
do
Yeah,
as much as you want.
it's just one. Yeah. It's whatever you want to say, but it's just you can only do it once.
Yeah.
So he would tell you things with Kara are still tumultuous. She's dodgy, which makes me think that there might be some truth to what's going on, but I haven't been able to find out much. I do know we will be arriving after you in Savonia, probably within 5 days of the beginning of the celebration. It'll be me, Kara, and the twins.
Ooh.
So I will feel outnumbered.
Yep.
another reason why I think there might be some truth to this. She chose this party. He says that he's hope you are doing well and that you're staying safe and that you definitely need to connect when you guys get up there.
Cool.
Do you say anything of note back?
So,
Okay. You don't see him, but wherever he is, he rolls his eyes. All right. Aeliana.
I'm ready. I have my 25 words now. It's
Okay.
exactly 25, so everyone can just be very proud of me. So I don't know. I'm sure this is on a watcher at some point.
Yeah.
When Oliver has the space. But she is kind of just gonna be pacing, like back and forth, like not really sitting or settling or anything. And we're sure that this isn't a dumb idea.
I don't think we can ever be sure of that.
Okay, but I'd like.
You're asking the wrong person if you want reassurance. I can't, you know.
Okay, well that's not really helpful.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I just want to see what
If
it
you
is.
ever want a friendly lie, don't go to Oliver.
I think
What it is more danger because this is. I mean, I don't know. What if he hears it?
Aeliana, you're doing the right thing.
Okay.
I don't know if it's dumb, but I can
Okay.
tell you that I believe it's right.
And I don't need to ask you if that's true because it is. I'm really scared about this.
Yeah, I'll be here the whole time.
Okay. Okay. This is so she first of all procures a picture that she has drawn and hands it over to Oliver of her mother.
She's
As Rowina said, I think
beautiful.
looks very much like Rowina. Like.
Do you want me to show you?
Yes, please. Wow, I didn't make any art. Oh my god.
She shows you. It's obviously a little less detailed than this, but she shows you a portrait of Kira Avarna.
Yes.
And Oliver is this close to a panic attack about to message Aeliana's mom, but he's not saying that at all. Because she's obviously
I
more
see.
nervous.
Yeah. She's like, okay, all right.
Are you ready?
No.
Okay. You can,
And she's gonna like take your hand in a tight grip.
Yep.
And then she's gonna say it really fast. So okay, here's what I want to say.
I gotta cast it. All right.
Here's what I want to do. Okay. So, here's it. Starting here. It's Aeliana. I am safe and well. Are you? We will be at the King's Ball. If I can see you safely, I want to.
Okay.
I think that was great.
All right, Oliver. Roll a spell attack, basically.
Okay, come on, Eric.
DC 15.
It's a 15.
Oh.
And if it wasn't, I was gonna use my clockwork armor.
Yeah, that would have counted for it for sure. Okay. You feel like the message, first of all, is received. You feel the spell go through. There's but a moment of silence before you hear Aeliana? You sound quite different. I got your painting. Oh, I'm so happy to hear from you. I'm okay. You're going to be at the King's Ball? I don't know.
Son of a bitch.
It cut off there. I can send another one tomorrow. I know you said 25 words isn't enough, but how about 250?
she's like got tears in her eyes. What do you mean 250?
We got 10 days, 25 words. If you want, it's. I know it's a lot.
I kind of blacked out. Did she say that she would be there? Did she know? She didn't even say anything.
Yeah, it was. She got.
She's obviously never really received a sending
Okay.
spell. Wasn't quite sure how it worked.
Okay, maybe. Well, no. That's enough. She knows. Any more information in it would potentially be dangerous for her, I think. So we'll stay there, and then.
She got your painting.
Yeah. That's good.
That's great.
So she knew I was alive before this, which is good.
I'm proud of you. It was a lot, and you did great.
Can I have a hug?
Yeah.
Oh, very cute.
So
yeah, I mean, I
cry.
think that's, and I think that it's also like, there's even like a tinge of like disappointment almost to Aeliana because like, you didn't get to talk to your mom. You know what I mean? You were so close to being able to talk to your mom, which makes it almost worse because you did communicate with her, but you didn't get that satisfaction of hearing her voice or, and I think that there is a tinge of that as well in this moment.
Which I think is part of the reason why she probably doesn't want to do it again, because it won't be what she wants.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else?
Yeah, not that night, but maybe like because that's like a lot for Aeliana.
Okay.
That's like a lot for me.
Okay. Yeah.
When we're on a watch, Oliver will just say, "I've been thinking a lot about your magic and how I can help, and I have an idea. And it's not what we did at the party, but we could do that anytime. But it's not that."
Yeah. Okay.
I had an idea, and it's a lot for you, that I could kind of take you on a guided meditation to bring you back to that moment to see if that would help unlock anything.
Ooh.
It's just an
When
idea.
it changed?
Yes. Sometimes revisiting the trauma can help you move past it.
Okay. If you think it'll work, maybe.
Oh, I have no idea.
I trust you.
I'm glad you do. But we don't have to do it tonight. We don't have to do it at all. It's completely, you're in charge.
We can try it. Maybe not now, because it's in the middle of the...
I wanted to get out of Pineville because I know.
Right.
Yeah. If it happened again.
Right. Yes. When there is a good time, we can try.
Okay.
Thank you for thinking of it.
Yeah, I'm usually thinking about you, so.
Oh. When do you know that you found the right time? Is it on this 10 days? Is it later?
I don't know. I mean, theoretically, how does this work? Is this something you need to prep for?
I would prep.
Yeah, Zach.
Oh,
no,
Zach,
I know what I already know what would happen if it's successful.
Oh, then let's. Oh, jeez. I think here's what I would say. I think that the closer they get, the more worried that she's going to be. That if she isn't herself, her mom's not going to recognize her. Like, I think she just keeps seeing herself in her mind's eye. She keeps seeing what she looks like in the mirror, like when she was in Pineville. And like, my mom's not even going to recognize who I am. And obviously that's not true, but like, I think in her mind she thinks that's true.
Yeah.
And I think that she would say, let's do it, because You know, if even her magic is different, like that's one more thing that's just gonna stand in the way.
Totally.
In her mind,
So I think maybe one night the two of you find yourselves probably on watch together. And you seem to be in a pretty safe place. You feel confident about the area that you found. Everyone else is asleep. And you feel that the time is right.
So what do I do? Sit really still, right?
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can move. It's not. You're not being put in a trance. Just take my hands.
Okay.
And I'll start by kind of bringing her into like this moment, like, you know, start at your toes, go all the way up to the top of your head type deal. And then start to take her through a normal day, ask questions like, what were you wearing? What, you know, what did you eat that day? Just like little details to build up to the moment when everything happened. And if it seems to be becoming too much or she's panicking, I mean, you can stop us at any moment, but I also will have the spell Calm Emotions prepared to try and push through things. If need be.
So before we get started on the rolls, let me ask you, Kelsey, despite what Oliver has told you, or because of what Oliver has told you, what is Aeliana's question that she wants answered in this meditation?
I think it's either going to be like, what happened to me, or can I fix it?
Yeah,
might be the better question.
And I'm assuming, just to clarify for me and the audience, we're talking about the moment where Aeliana's magic went to something she couldn't control.
Yeah, went black and became painful and not free flowing.
You take her through that normal day. Aeliana, go ahead and roll an insight check at advantage for me.
24.
You bring her to a moment where she is in her studio painting. It's a pretty day. It's nice outside. You are drawing a picture of a memory of a creek from Hilnam. By memory, just kind of enjoying the scenery, enjoying the moment. And then it hits you. This is the day. This is when you found out. In but a moment, someone's going to walk through that door and hand you a piece of parchment that is going to tell you the information that changed everything. And that starts to panic you, and you start to get a little worried. But with that 24 in Oliver's voice, you're able to calm and push through. And it's been so long since you've heard the creak of that door. The echo of those footsteps heading across the empty stone studio, making their way to you. It's been so long since you remembered the fact that somehow you knew. The way the person was approaching you, the way they held the sealed letter, they couldn't have known. But something was telling you that things were about to change for you. They approach. They hand you the letter, and in the next moment, you are staring out the window of that same studio. We've jumped forward, but mere moments in time. The letter is open, and you are reading it, and the words of your brother's death are on that paper. And in this moment, it's all you can read. Suddenly, the entire letter is only that sentence, over and over and over again. You feel that panic push through. You feel that worry start to bubble up. Go ahead and roll another insight check at advantage for me.
Oh, shit. 16 still.
16.
Still.
You're able to not panic, not freak out in this moment. The words start to reassemble. The letter becomes whole again. You fall to your knees, as you did that day, immediately letting out a wailing sob. One that just kind of lasts until your vocal cords can't produce sound anymore, and your face is just stuck in a contorted sorrow. But this time you don't see a memory, you see you. You're standing outside of yourself in kind of a grayscale version of the world. Except for you, you are glowing in multiple colors. It's as if you are crystalline and you see rivers of reds and blues and greens and yellows and oranges swimming throughout your existence. But as you fall to your knees, seeing that moment happen again, this time from the outside, you see those colors mix and mingle until there is an ocean of sorrowful purple blue that takes over your body. And you see in the center a red glowing heart. Your heart. The heart that powers the magic inside of you. And as that whale releases its final breath, the heart turns black. And that blackness begins to spread throughout your body. That panic rushes through you again. I need you to roll an insight check at advantage.
$15.
15.
This +8's coming in clutch. We're rolling very bad.
You're on the edge of losing it. Oliver, you see her start to breathe heavily. Tears are flowing down her eyes now. You get that calm emotion spell ready. But Aeliana, even though she's not in her physical self right now, she puts up a hand to stop you. And she instead embraces this moment. She doesn't want to push past it. She doesn't want to push it down. She wants to experience it. She wants to look it in the eye. And in this moment, you know what happened to you. And you experience a revelation about yourself and your magic that is so simple, and yet something that has never been known to you. And that is that the power behind your magic, the power behind the beauty of your magic, is the love that you have for other people. And in that day, that love was broken. It was taken from you in an unnatural way, in a way that didn't allow your body to heal from it. And because you are a powerful magic person, you have another realization. That your magic can also be powered by hate, by fear. And that is what you have been experiencing for these last few months. And a third revelation comes to you, and it's one that you've been seeing happen in front of you, but that you haven't been able to put words to. And it's a very simple fact. In the past 2 months, Aeliana has begun to lessen in her fear. She's begun to lessen in her hate, and she has grown in her love. And as that love grows, the blue is returning. The color is returning as the source of your magic is beginning to change back into what it needs to be. So to answer your question, Aeliana, you are fixing it. And then you come out of the meditation.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Crying. She's just crying.
And then Oliver will bring her in.
My heart's like pounding. Yeah, I think. That's it.
Okay.
I rolled for it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. So you leave this moment having a bit of a deeper understanding about yourself and your magic, and perhaps each other. Is there anything that anybody else in particular does during these 10 days?
I do dancing lessons if Danny still is into it, but I don't know if he isn't anymore.
I think we would need to see this scene. I think we would need to see the first time during these 10 days that you approach Danny about these lessons continuing.
I think I got the waltz pretty good. I've been practicing it by myself, but I don't know if there's anything else.
I think you're fine. I mean, just make sure you're not stepping on anyone's toes. You're going to be good.
Oh. Well, I mean, what if there's something other than a waltz? What if they don't play a waltz?
You'll be fine. Trust me. No. You'll be good.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, we're done then.
I mean, I think. Yeah. You're good. I taught you all you need to know. You can't improve. You're good.
I mean, I know I can't lie, but I know that's a lie because like you can always improve.
Okay, sure.
We don't have to. If you're not feeling it tonight, I don't know if you ate something or what, but
Okay. We can move on to something else. And then I think Danny would keep doing the lessons with Oliver, but it's he's more direct with corrections, and it's less of like a friend thing, and it's more of him actually like taking it seriously. No.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that Danny kind of like pushes Oliver a little bit. He's like, okay, you want to do this? Let's do it then.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oliver's into it.
But yeah, I was about to say, but I do think in a weird way Oliver kind of embraces that.
Yeah,
you go back to your times on the spike ball field. You know?
Yes, coach.
Which I am in the process of making a rule set for, by the way. But yeah, so that's awesome.
I think one time, in particular, I like make you wear your full set of armor because I'm like, if you're going to be doing this, you have to get used to the weight of it.
I mean, I wasn't gonna wear my. No, it's good. Then I'll feel lighter on my feet. No, that's good. That's smart. That's good.
Amazing. All right. Last call for anything to happen over these 10 days of travel before we reach the capital of the dynasty. All right.
My turn to beg for vamping. Anyone?
That is where we will take a little bio break. So stand up, stretch, get some water, but stay tuned. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we will be at the capital of the Sabian dynasty, the city of Savonia. Stay tuned. All right. Welcome back to CharmedPersons. Thank you so much. I hope you got some water. I hope you stood up and stretched. If you didn't,
Ate
do
some
so
glue.
now, but you got to keep watching. No one's eating glue, Eric.
Don't say no one.
Okay, all right, I'm done with it.
Please don't eat glue. That is a formal announcement from
CharmedPersons' opinion,
We do
eat
not
some glue.
support eating glue.
So, anyway,
Oh,
you
Jesus.
weirdos. 10 days of travel pass. It is waxing winter, so it is cold. You are going further north. You know that the top of Akios kind of lands close to, it's still beyond a little bit, the equator of Zalios, so it's not as cold as it was when you were down in Wooldriar. There's maybe even some days where you feel like you don't have to put on your warm winter clothing. But it is still a chilly fall type weather as you get a little bit closer to Savonia. And then, along the way, Danny, in the far, far distance, it's very small from where you are, but you see the lone mountain in the middle of Akios. That is where the temple is. There's a couple of days where you can kind of just see that out in the distance. But eventually, you get a lot closer, and on the 10th day of Shade Maria, the sun is falling behind the western horizon and casts a sea of purples and oranges over the vast sky above. You see a winding dirt road that makes its way through sparse groves and empty fields. A valley opens up in the wandering peaks. Peak Shadow River cuts through this valley, separating the mountains further. Following this river, we see an extravagant, awe-inspiring sight.
Oh.
A vast city of white stone, clay brick, and cold cobblestone roads spreads throughout the valley. From here, you can see a gleaming white and gold castle that towers over the city proper. Cathedrals, grand buildings, beautiful architecture, varying colors. This is Savonia, the capital of the Savian dynasty. As you approach the city proper, you start to hear just the occasional fall of rain, as a light rain begins to fall over the city proper. But as you make your way through the farming areas to the south, you start to come across the outer part of the city. As a matter of fact, let me show you a map of the city itself.
I love a map.
Holy.
Holy.
It's huge.
Oh, thank you so much for the letters. This is awesome.
This is... I'm going to show it to the stream. You're not going to be able to see it as great. But,
jeez, it's huge.
We're going to try our best. Let me...
The stadium! That's my ball!
Yes, there is a stadium. Sorry, I'm pulling up.
Damn, we have the campus theater too. That's awesome.
Incredible! Yes, campus theater.
Also, what is the market of colors?
I don't know. I also want to go to the lab.
Gotta figure that out.
The stream's not seeing any of this. I have to get this together.
Oh, a whole Genasi
We're getting
neighborhood.
them excited.
Come on,
Lavender
computer,
Market.
work for me.
Lavender Market is where Pride Fest is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
We're here just in time.
Yeah.
Here's the handout version. I'm going to show it to the stream as well. Like I said, stream, you're not going to be able to see it as well. But there's the gist of the city. Yeah, as Danny and Aeliana are very aware of the layout of this city, so, whereas you don't necessarily have this physical map in front of you, they do know all of this information. You know that the way the city works, the castle's right in the center. Then within a walled district is kind of like the noble district of the town. That's also where the academy is, the theater, non-magical Savonia College, just the higher education building that is in Savonia, a couple of other things. And then as you go out of the circle, you get kind of a little bit lower and lower class, but there's not really a huge disparity in classes here in Savonia. It is one of the places where kind of everybody at least is of some wealth to be living in the capital. And so even the outer districts, the farms that you see, are houses that would be in the nicer districts in places like Danrek. This is a little bit too loud. So you make your way into the city proper, and the city of Savonia is yours. What's the first thing that you do? I would say it's about like 6, 7.
Big city. I'm from a small town.
Oh, that's fair.
Emory has never felt or perceived his personal hygiene more than in this very pristine, like, white city, and immediately is like, oh, fuck. We're going to a ball. Shit.
Oh, here, and Rowina has some, like, tinctures and, like, smell goods and stuff, and gives you,
Oh,
like,
no, we're past
some, like,
that.
rose water
We're
or
past
some...
that.
Those are
I need to be
flowers
dunked.
covering
I need to
Eo.
be immersed.
Maybe we find a place to
Should
stay
we-
first then?
Yeah, I mean, it's been 10 days of travel. To be fair, none of
get
you
set up.
are really...
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, we're all
Yes.
pretty
doing
right.
great.
Should we go straight to the king? And,
Like this? No.
I
I like
don't
this.
Put it
know.
up.
I'm
place to
insecure
stay?
for the
No,
first
okay.
time.
Yes, let's just
about
find
this.
somewhere to stay. Yes.
Where do we go?
Know anybody, or just stay at a
The
tavern?
inn, there is an inn.
Well, I mean,
Golden Lion.
Golden Lion, and
That's a good one.
Yeah, the Golden Lion is like a very famous inn in Savonia. You know for sure you would be able to afford it, but it is definitely for like very esteemed and high rising clientele.
Nice.
You
Well-
also know of a place in the Genasi neighborhood, Danny, called the Taste of the Elements, which is a restaurant but also an inn, so you know of that place. It's a place run by a fire Genasi couple. You know that on the outskirts there are other inns and taverns and stuff, but it's up to you what kind of night you're wondering. If you do go to the Golden Lion Inn, you know that you can get like an all-inclusive like massage, room service, personal butler. Like they go all out at the Golden
Very
Inn.
fancy.
We don't need a butler.
Should we treat ourselves?
well, would
I
we
think
be
that-
able to say that because of my background feature as an entertainer that I can get like free lodging essentially, and because I was a notable member of the
Colin.
ballet troupe here in the city.
Yeah, I would say what I will say is it. At
I'm not
any-
saying for free.
No,
but
for
like,
sure. At any place in Savonia, yes, completely, without even like really having to roll or do anything. In Golden Lion Inn, I will make it kind of like a persuasion check, but low DC and with advantage.
And with Oliver's badge thing that he gave me, I already have advantage on.
So you get an
persuasion checks.
advantage +1.
Yeah.
So you feel pretty confident that you could, but even the Golden Lion Inn is like, it's such a pristine place that you feel pretty confident that you could, but there is a world in the back of your mind where they're like, you're not relevant.
Yeah.
We don't, you know, like
Fair. Honestly,
but,
fair.
But you feel pretty confident that they would give.
I
you
would
this.
I would suggest Golden Lion as like a hey, we can at least like get freshened up there, and then if we want to like stay somewhere, we can talk about the different options for that.
I do think that of all the people we are trying to avoid in the city,
Yeah.
most of them would probably be at more esteemed lodging.
But they probably wouldn't be here.
I was about to say, you will-
for a
you do also
while,
know that
So if we do
you
wanna
have showed
stay
up
there,
on
we
the
should stay
10th
there now.
You have showed up on the 10th of Shade Maria. Festivities begin on the 25th. So you have 15
okay.
days until the festivities begin, and they last 5 days. It's a 5-day festival. And then I would say Danny and Aeliana just being either a part of or around more noble type people, you know that like to show up any earlier than like 5 days before the festivities
Very
even
faux pas.
begin is like
Yeah.
that's weird. You're desperate.
Super weird.
So you
All
think
right,
you have
so-
a good 10 days in this.
So I guess
city
we're all
before-
very desperate.
Let's.
20 days.
Yeah,
We
early.
should-
actually are.
We should spend at least one night, right?
I think we should do the first night
Can we
because, come on, we've
afford it?
gone so far.
How much is
expensive?
it?
When's the last time, honestly, when was the last time that we had like a bed there? I guess all
It's
of
about
us.
10 days.
We do
That's
have
a long time.
200 gold
Yeah.
in the party fund, and emeralds and rubies.
We can get a discount.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think we could just
That'd
one
be
night,
nice.
and then
For
we'll
one
go
night,
somewhere more
yeah.
affordable after that.
Yeah.
And
that'd be
farther
nice.
away, so we can actually set up camp and have like a stable place that's not near the center of the city. From there.
Yeah.
We also
Okay.
have that. Don't we have that coin from the king?
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
We
just
do.
gets
We
us
could-
like
Show that. See if it gets us any.
Any further discount? A double discount?
Sure.
double discount.
They love
Double dip the discount.
All right, so let's do that
Isaac
first.
just like
Do these coupons
this
stack?
wouldn't happen, but Isaac just picture this moment where you guys like pull that out, and then like every single other guest in the Golden
Has
Lion is
one.
like.
I mean, honestly, though, probably.
That's actually true, though. Yeah.
Turns out everybody in the city has one of those.
One
It's
night,
a souvenir.
it's one night.
Yeah, you can buy them. And, yeah.
All right, we can go get cleaned up, get settled, and then go to the king if we wanted. Let him know we're here. Maybe.
Well,
I think
also,
it's too early.
nope.
He
I
might
think that's
think we
good.
were
We also,
desperate.
we also need
We
to
are.
connect with them because we'll need that time to get looks
Oh,
together
And we
for
have all
the.
this stuff, like we have the orbs from the cabin
Yes.
and all
Oh,
this
yes.
like evidence. We'll get that to him sooner rather than later before anyone.
Yes, we don't want to hold on to that any longer.
Okay.
than we
Work
need to.
before fun.
We got to get
Yes.
looks commissioned.
Yes.
All right.
Oh my
Need to
God, I haven't even
wash my
thought
hair
about that.
because it is.
So you make your way. You follow the Peak Shadow River, as it is called, the river that runs through the main part of Savonia. And
Cool.
although the noble district is walled off during the day, the gates are open, so you find yourselves able to walk in. I will say a couple of times in the noble district, you guys do get some looks of like, what are they doing here? But definitely not because of the way you look or anything. Savonia.
It's super dirty.
Savonia is
Yeah,
a
it's
very
just-
diverse place, and I would say people like Oliver and Rowina definitely notice that magic is not necessarily super prevalent. Again, it's a rare thing in this world as a whole,
Yeah.
but you see like certain devices that are just like out in the public eye that have magic, or you know, certain things like that. It's much more welcome here, and you make your way into the Golden Lion Inn. You push open the doors and you see a
go there.
large inn with 2 stories. There's a balcony banister area that kind of wraps around the top with some candlelight chandeliers, a multitude of tables out front, and a staircase in the back that leads to a large 3-story inn area. And people are here just for lunch, just for like eating. A lot of people just come here just to like eat for the day. It's like also a really nice restaurant. And so you see amazing food. You see rotisserie chicken stuffed with root vegetables and herbs, seasoned and garnished with fresh vegetables. You see a slab of ribs that is like smothered in this honey barbecue sauce. You see a fruit salad that looks crisp and cold, and you even see like it's like the thing that is being brought out on is like a cold silver dish. It's just like it's the best food and stuff that you could ever picture, and kind of like at this like host stand, you see a man who you definitely would recognize, Danny. Let me show you. You see Marvick Free, usually known as Marv.
I love him.
He's a Leonin man
Marv.
with a big bushy mane. And he's always wearing like this. The coloring of the golden lion is obviously gold and then red. He's always wearing this big like red robe. And he turns to all of you with a big toothy smile that's a little intimidating because he just has a mouthful of sharp teeth. But he smiles to all of you, and he says, welcome to the Golden Lion Inn. My name is Marverick Freep. You can call Danrek Stratus, member of the. No.
Well, you can finish the sentence and I'll determine how.
Member of the cavalry.
Okay.
Oh, not a member of the cavalry anymore.
Not anymore. Nope.
Oh, my sincere apologies. Former member of the ballet troupe here. It's from SEMA.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. All right, I never
title.
forget a face. And I remember yours. I also feel like I've seen you around. Did you go to the school as well? He looks at you,
Yes.
Aeliana.
Yes.
Oh, right. Well, I think this is your first time here, though, right?
Yes.
All right. I have a very good mind for faces. It's a pleasure to see all of you. As I said, you can call me Marv. What are the rest of your names?
Rowina, pleasure to meet you. And I pull out the coin and say, we also have this.
Okay.
Oh. Well, that's great. I should be able to return that to whoever lost it. No big deal.
Oh, no, sorry, never mind. Put it away.
That's right.
We're
looking
cool.
for some rooms for just tonight.
Yes.
Wonderful.
I'm Oliver.
Oliver, pleasure to meet you. He gives you a big handshake. He says, well,
Say my real name.
for your first time at the Golden Lion Inn, I want to welcome you with open arms. And for a honored guest like Danrek here, usually we have a pretty high cost for our rooms here. We charge 10 gold per person per night.
Holy fuck.
But
Sorry.
you know what? For friends of Danrek, for your first time here, how about 4 gold per person per night? How about that? 60% discount for you.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Seems
Totally.
very
It's
reasonable.
only one night. Yes, we're doing it.
One night. Yeah.
Well, and we should I'll pay for the cross runs. How much is it in total?
Well, there's 5
20
of us, so that's
gold.
going to be 20 gold. Yeah.
Yes, we can do that.
And no need to worry about tipping or anything. We pay all of our staff a fair wage.
Oh, that's nice.
That's
Good, I
Do
won't
we believe an
unionize.
inside check?
Roll an insight check, yeah, for sure.
Oh, that is a nat 1 plus 8. 9.
You think
She's
that
heard about this place a lot, and
You
has
think
never
that this
actually been
guy is-
inside, so she's like, wow.
you think that this guy is lying through his teeth?
Lion?
Clever.
She just kind of
I have to
like
go.
narrows her eyes a little bit, and then doesn't say anything. She's just
Okay.
like, I'll tip. She's just like, I'll tip.
Yeah. Sure.
Noted.
He says, wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and set you all up with the Supreme package as well. He reaches down behind the counter, and he gives you each a pure, actual golden key that is on a leather cord. It has a little tag on it as well that says, and it's like a little marble tag that is on the key that has etched in it the room number. And then he also gives you a token each of a gold coin, with a lion head on it. And he says, you just provide this at any of our services and it'll come free with the cost, okay? You have one of those tokens, you'll be able to, massage for free, the buffet, really any of the services we offer. We have a hot springs performance night every other night. Yeah.
What are they performing?
Well, it's a room with a bunch of hot springs. Danrek's performed there. It's a room with a bunch of hot springs, and then there's a stage, and all the people in the hot springs kind of like watch the performance. That's pretty cool.
sounds
I wanna
lovely.
do
Often,
that.
sometimes it's adult only. I'll tell you that much. But it's nothing
I'm an
that
adult.
you can't show the rest of your family. Okay, so He says, if you need anything, you can talk to Adam at the bar. If you need anything for your rooms, you can talk to my wife Delilah. He waves over to his wife. You see a lioness Leonin over in the corner who kind of raises a drink to you as she's sitting at this desk. You see behind the bar, you would know this man, Danrek. His name is Adam. He's a usual bartender here at the Golden Lion. He is a musician, and he plays a lot of nights. He's played for some of your performances. You see a server running around in between tables, Marianne. You know her to mainly be a server, but occasionally she will join Adam as a singer. And then lastly, another server that's kind of running around is a young Leonin man who looks to be the son of the two owners as he's kind of wandering around. But yeah, those are all the people you see. And he kind of looks at you and he says, if you need anything else, just let me know. The rooms are upstairs. And he just kind of gestures you aside and he helps the people who are in line behind you.
Do people live like this all the time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Man.
We should bathe before food, right?
Yes.
Why don't we do both at
Yeah.
the same time?
There
Seems
you
like
go.
you can do whatever you want here.
You actually can do both at the same time.
Wow.
They have
I love
private.
that.
They have private bath areas where a large stone bathtub heated by coals
I love that.
is in a private room, and there's a little tray that can be pulled over it that has fresh fruit and stuff on
Zach,
it. Yeah.
Yes.
Zach.
Let's do that.
I want that.
Okay.
I want that too, yes. Yes, please. Yes.
All right. So you all.
How
find
many
yourselves, You're free with
It's
the
nothing.
tokens.
It's just
yeah.
oh, we got tokens.
It's a
The
great
token, is
package.
it we get to choose one, or is it it's all included?
No, there's people that you show the
included.
token to, and they're like, okay.
We're
you're
doing
good.
it all. We're doing
This is too
everything.
much. This is too
this
much.
is
This is a restaurant and bar, correct?
Yes, it's actually.
Oh, God,
some would say
no.
it's mainly a restaurant. Yeah.
Is there a service area?
There's
for-
there's
for-
literally a servant at every other door.
Are they selling drinks?
They look to you when you walk into the bathroom and they say, if you need anything, just let me know. Food, drinks, anything that you would like.
Do you have apple whiskey?
Yes, which kind?
Like which kind of apple or?
Yes. We have an apple whiskey for pretty much any type of apple you could think of, I would suppose. And then we have the combinations, apple orange, apple pineapple.
Oh my god. Could I have a Savonian apple whiskey?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Can I have two?
Yes. Would you like me to just bring you the bottle?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay. All right.
that'd be great.
Will you be having anyone
no.
else join you?
No. Why? No.
Okay, one glass it is. And she walks away.
Oh. Yeah, so then I would immediately, if I could, I don't even go to my room, I think. I just go
immediately go
straight
to that bathtub?
Yeah. And I drink the whole bottle.
Oh no.
The whole bottle?
Yeah, because I'm in a
Angie's
warm
the one to
bath.
explore this stuff.
I'm in one bath.
Yeah.
That's not a
A
good.
warm
That's not
bath.
a good pairing.
Okay, yeah.
I've never been.
Heaven.
I haven't
Nobody
been
else is
warm
around
for
to stop her.
yeah, and then
For
I'm
sure.
yeah.
I get it. Yeah, you're by yourself. No one else is
No.
there. We'll get to that when you leave the bath.
Well, if.
But what's is everybody else just immediately bathing themselves?
I think I go straight to the bath too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody do anything else in particular? Nope. Okay. So Emory, first of all, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Well, okay, we're doing this.
I, Angie, know that this is bad. Okay.
Right, okay.
Yes,
I just
viewers,
want you
this
all
is
to
not
know.
great, viewers, but we tell stories here.
Constitution. Pretty good. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, so you don't pass out. which means you're not at risk of
I feel-
drowning.
Oh my god.
Which could have happened just now. But now I
But,
need you to
it's
roll.
fine.
Yeah, of
There are
course.
servants.
Now I need you to roll an acrobatics check for me. DC.
Oh goodness.
Speaking of fall off the map.
DC 16.
Well, I have a
Get
plus
it out.
11.
Okay, so just don't roll a 4 or below.
Oh,
no.
I have an 11.
Okay, you rolled a nat 1. All right. Emory's about to learn today. So
no.
Oh,
Emory.
Jesus.
you, first of all,
No.
you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage
Yep.
Oh,
Absolutely,
Uh,
that's generous.
as
Thank
you
gonna fall,
slip
yeah.
and fall
Uh-huh.
out of the bathtub, and you roll
The ones in their 30s are like, ah, no.
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
not to slip in the bathtub.
roll
So
a D100 for me.
Oh god. Oh
Worst
god.
nightmare.
Oh, Angie's gonna
Slipping in the
have an
bathtub?
anxiety attack.
We're gonna need to get Emory like a life alert.
Yep.
14.
14 on the D100.
Yeah.
Okay.
A 10 and a 4.
Okay, so you you hold on real quick. What is the name of?
what?
I think it's drowning. Is that what you're looking for?
No, because I already rolled
Concussion?
You're right. You're
my
right.
constitution.
Alcohol poisoning?
Yeah.
Guys, I didn't say I. Well, I
You
did say I
vomit
drank
for
the whole
14
bottle.
seconds.
You flip and fall. Normally, Emory is aware enough to embrace a fall and roll with
Oh,
it,
no.
but in this drunken
Oh,
space, you kind of like reach out, you snap your radius,
No!
and you break your arm as
Oh my
you
God!
fall down onto the ground.
Oh, shit.
Taking that 2 points of
Oh.
damage and kind of being in shock a little bit, but you lift your arm up, and your arm is the radius bone is currently like it hasn't broken skin, but it's like
Oh,
clearly
jeez.
No.
snapped in your arm.
Man,
Trigger
oh my.
warning, content warning, trigger warning, content warning.
Post-trigger
no,
warning.
no, no, no,
I'm
no.
sorry that we did not
It's
get
too
to that.
late.
Good morning.
Jesus.
2
age
points of
curse.
damage?
Yeah, it's only
That
2
works.
points of damage.
Well, it didn't break the skin.
Yeah.
You're right.
Good help.
I
Oh, shit.
I just like kind of did I make it out of the bathtub at least?
Yeah, you're on the cold ground.
Ground.
Naked.
I just lay with I'm like cradling my arm, trying not to vomit.
You hear knock, knock, knock. Hello? Are you alright? Hello?
No.
Do you need someone to come in?
Yeah, but I am not wearing clothes.
It wouldn't be the first time. Do I have your permission?
Yeah.
Okay.
You might want to bring
Oh, no.
a mage medic or whatever.
The woman walks in. Oh my. I will be right
I'm
back.
sorry.
And she
sorry.
shuts the door.
Aww.
Danny 1, Aeliana 2, Oliver 3,
He's rolling D4.
Rowina 4.
Oh,
No.
Aeliana is the person that she finds first.
That's that tracks.
Probably for the best.
And
Yeah.
she says,
The
excuse
best
me.
option.
It's like you're like
She's like
coming out of
half
the like
asleep.
bathtub.
She's like wearing the big fluffy robe, like literally half asleep.
Yeah,
Like,
you've made it out of the bath and you're like in the public like in the
Yeah.
waiting area, just like curled up in this big fluffy robe.
Yep.
She comes up to you. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. One of your party has had an accident and requires attention. If you
Yes.
would like to wait with them while I find a medic, that would be
A med? She's immediately like, I can help with that too.
and she kind of like points you to where Emory's bathroom is, and then she heads off in the opposite direction to go get somebody.
immediately goes in, opens the door, and is just like, oh, what happened? Oh,
Am I?
no.
Can I say that I have a towel? That, like,
No,
now,
you
like,
can't
no?
say that, but what you can say is the bathroom rug that was on the ground, you just kind of like pulled over on top of you.
Oh. Okay.
So now I'm holding the rug over me, and my arm is like laying here so
Okay.
that she can see. And
she immediately
I
grabs.
think,
Okay, so we got a towel first. Towel
Okay.
first. We make her comfortable. Put the towel behind the head, and then I will immediately cast a 3rd level Cure Wounds.
Okay.
This looks bad, I guess.
That does help. That does help
well,
for sure.
I only don't use your 3rd level because I only have 2 points of damage.
But okay, but
So,
it's gonna be a high level one
logistically-
because she's worried, so it would be a 2nd level. We'll say
Okay.
2nd level Cure Wound.
I just don't want
She
this.
immediately. No, this is what she would do.
I deserve this. I'm a piece of shit.
17 points of healing.
Okay, so as you cast this spell, what color do you think the magic coming out of you is?
Well, I think now, so this whole thing, she's been thinking about this a lot, and I think that this is, maybe it's like a kind of a goldeny yellow, and she's like
Okay.
kind of wowed by it. Like she
Yeah.
hasn't really cast much magic since this happened, but she's
Yeah.
immediately like,
So you see this golden yellow, basically paint, but it doesn't feel like paint. It just feels almost warm to the touch, as it kind of in multiple tendrils comes down Aeliana's hand and wraps themselves around your arm. And in one swift motion, the tendrils kind of squeeze, and the arm is popped back into place, and which definitely causes you a bit of pain. But with the 2nd level Cure Wounds, you heal you heal those 2 hit points. The arm gets put back together. It's still very sore.
yeah.
And mechanically, you have disadvantage on any check that requires dexterity for 3 days.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Now that just give me 1 second, she'll like run out then and try to find like a robe as well to give him to just, wrap him up, get him a little bit more comfortable. Do you need any
sorry.
water?
No,
Do you
no,
need
I'm
any-
sorry.
Oh, oh
Don't
my
please
gosh.
please don't worry about me. This is
I am very
so
worried about you. What happened?
stupid.
You know what?
It's
I'm gonna.
stupid.
This is mechanics that I'm coming up thinking of up on the spot. I'm
Do
gonna
I heal the
say.
drunkenness?
I'm gonna say the rest of today and then all of tomorrow. So 1.5 days.
Okay.
So the rest of this
Ah.
evening and then all of the next day, you will have disadvantage on any check that requires dexterity, but then you'll be good. 3 days was a lot.
The bats are really big. It's really not a big deal.
Yeah,
so
and I'll
sorry.
like look to see if the bottle is visible.
Roll a
And I'm gonna follow the eye line, so.
perception check, Aeliana,
Okay.
because I just think that you wouldn't have thought
That's
to
a
hide
nat 20.
it. Oh yeah, I mean with a nat 20, yeah. I mean you immediately
Plus
notice
4
it on
or
the
plus
ground,
5.
and you notice that it is empty. You don't know if Emory drank
Oh.
all of it, but you do notice an empty bottle there.
I'm fine.
It happens.
Please,
No,
please
it's
don't
alright.
fuss over me.
Okay.
I would say everybody else is kind of
I mean,
coming
because I
out of
haven't
their
seen
baths.
this before, so I'd probably like assume that this was just,
Yeah, for sure.
excited about the. Yeah, it's really easy to get carried away. I'm sure if you're not used to it, it's totally fine. I won't say anything if you don't want me to.
don't say anything, please.
No, I won't. I won't bring it up.
Yeah, the last thing I need is Oliver and Danny knowing that I fell and broke my arm. I don't think I've ever broken my arm before.
There's a first time for everything, and you can put it in the book.
I mean nat one. I just
Yeah, and she'll pull Emory into a hug, and just kind
He's
of
a little
pat your back a
resistant,
little bit.
but
she'll-
yeah.
Sorry.
No. He'll let you, but you notice that he's not melting into
Yeah,
it
yeah.
as much. He's just embarrassed,
A little stiff.
Yeah,
very
yeah, and
embarrassed,
she'll just
yeah.
know that I won't mention it again. It's really no problem. It's
Thanks.
totally
Thank
fine.
Yeah.
Oliver, Danny, Rowina, you all kind of come out of your baths and you don't notice anything. You just see the two of them talking in this hallway.
I do think Oliver comes out almost more stressed from people waiting on him because he's just not comfortable with that at all.
Yeah.
Did I get
That's
the
fine, I can
bath
get it.
though?
Oh yeah, you feel,
Okay.
and you even like, especially now that
Feel
that's
good.
been healed, your arm is really sore, but you actually feel pretty great because you're still
Ah.
drunk and like,
Yeah.
a little embarrassed, but like now you're in this cozy robe and the moment's kind of passed, and maybe you'll think
Am I
about it
warm?
tomorrow, but you feel warm. Yes.
Son of a bitch.
And my hair is really white, like whiter than you've
Wow.
ever seen it.
Mm-hmm.
And yes.
And I would even say in the rush of all of this,
Like
if you'd
Danny's
be
white.
okay with this, Angie, in the rush of all of this and like the craziness of it, and the fact that Emory hasn't really been without their like hood and like consciously like with their appearance, I think maybe you see Emory's ear. The hair is back, and you see with it being wet, it's been pushed back, and you see Emory's ear and the like.
Scarring.
The scarring at the top of the ear. Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
But the rest
You
of
don't
you,
have to apologize
Sure.
for that.
She said scarring.
can I-
not Sorry.
Oh, scarring. And there's
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, scarring. Yeah, there's like,
I
yeah.
was like, you don't be sorry for that.
Sorry. Let me.
Did I at any point during all the days of travel notice Aeliana's scars?
Ah,
Oh, shit.
That's a good question.
And did Oliver?
Yeah, to remind.
Did Oliver?
To remind the viewer, Aeliana got hit with a critical inflict wounds and had some leftover necrotic damaging to her, shaped in some black lightning patterns.
here's what I'll say. So I rolled really
Yes,
high on
yeah.
the trip, but I'm gonna allow it now because she's completely focused on somebody else and
Yeah.
in an outfit she's not familiar with.
Yeah.
That I think that now anyone looking at her while she's attending to Emory in this
Yeah.
moment and talking to them, you'd probably see the top part of it because maybe we'll say like I don't know if the
The
robe is
robe,
like
it
slipped off a
probably
little.
is- yeah,
It's
yeah,
just like
yeah.
kind of like pulled around or whatever.
Mhm.
But yes, that would now be.
Okay, so you would see it now. Also, we don't have to talk about this right now. We don't have to talk about it at all. But I'm gonna just kind of leave it up to, I want to be completely respectful. I'm gonna leave it up to Kelsey and Eric as far as like, what if anything happened between Aeliana and Oliver during the trip. I would assume, just knowing your two characters, that nothing really happens in front of everybody.
Yeah.
So, just like I just wanted to let you know that like in character you should probably think about that, like what has happened, because it has been 10 days and I doubt like it just wasn't ever talked about or anything, So
No, we didn't talk about it at all.
And if that's the case,
That
I
would be hilarious. If
Anyway,
Never bring it up again.
so yeah, you walk up and you see Aeliana has that scarring. The reason I said that is because maybe I don't know if this is unfamiliar to Oliver or not.
I'd say it is.
It's okay. So it's unfamiliar
From
to
my
Oliver,
perspective.
unfamiliar to Rowina.
I think Rowena would, in noticing that, just stop and say, Aeliana, did I do that?
Did you do what? He's fine. He's just had a little
No,
too much to
the
drink.
the scarring on your neck.
Oh wait, I literally said I wasn't gonna say anything. Take it back. Sorry, I was.
No, you said it.
Immediately.
You said
Threw him
it.
under the bus immediately.
No. I
Too much drink broke his arm.
He just got out. He's fine. He's fine.
Don't worry, I healed it. Okay, it snapped back.
No, I wouldn't say anything about that or the drinking. Sorry, I'm sorry. She would just be like, oh, he's
She lost herself.
fine.
Oh, no, not Emory. You, the scar on your neck.
She'll pull it back up over her.
I'm sorry. That was too far. We don't have to talk about that.
It
Emory,
is-
are you okay? Wait, what?
I'm fine. That bath was amazing. It
Oh, I
was.
see what's happening.
What?
Nothing. You just had a very nice bath.
Look how good. It's like and I like swoosh it back. I'm like, I'm gonna be a monk.
All right.
Good.
Is everybody okay?
Point. Ow. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry
Are
I
you
didn't say
okay?
anything about it. I am fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's really fine.
Should we get to our rooms and then go have some actual food?
Yes.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
That chicken. Did you guys see that chicken?
Yes. I'm
Oliver?
gonna eat a whole chicken.
All right. So you go and you find your rooms. You each get your own room. They are very lavish.
This is too much.
You each get. I mean, it's still fantasy time, so you know it's not a king, but it's a queen size bed. You know, it's a queen size bed.
Straw or feather?
Yeah. Neither.
Memory foam?
Cotton.
Oh.
The old memory foam.
The old
very comfortable beds. A much less ornate, but like could have a bath drawn in here if you wanted to as well. That one is more of just like a standing bathtub in the middle of the room. There's a fireplace in each room. There's like a stand with a bottle of wine, some glasses. There's a tray with breads and fruits that is replenished. There's a desk that is, every desk is like facing the window, so like you can like look out on the city by sitting at the desk. They are very nice rooms. You put your stuff down in the rooms, maybe take off some armor or not, I don't know, but you make yourselves a little bit more comfortable. And then you head downstairs for some dinner.
I think I actually wasn't there during the whole Emory arm thing. I think now I'm almost like, I'm just like slightly off the ground a little bit, like just barely, not levitating fully, but like my feet are just kind of like, I'm doing my socks on the hardwood floor.
Oh
like,
my god, I love it.
Yeah, for sure.
Skating over.
Gliding in.
Yeah.
To the rest of the group now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We were
So,
sitting
yeah.
down to eat.
Yeah, you get free access to the buffet, which has a variety of foods, smoked halibut,
Getting that fruit salad.
Is there
fruit salad,
scallops?
barbecue ribs, there's scallops, there's potatoes in 5 different forms, there's just all kinds of great food. You grab yourself some food. The drinks are not left free for all. You have to order those. But yeah, you sit down and are having dinner with each other.
Nice.
Can I challenge Oliver to a chicken eating contest?
Emory, please.
I mean, I can put him away. Okay.
Okay, yeah, it's your How much you want to put on it?
I think I can do 2.5 chickens, 5 gold.
Before you meet the king, you want to have a whole chicken eating contest before we go meet a king.
That's tomorrow.
So,
Yeah.
Is it?
You think this is going to be a digestional thing that's going to be freed up
Yeah,
within
you're
the next
absolutely
24
right. I
hours?
didn't think about it. No, you're right.
Emory, I can eat
1.5
chicken.
chicken. How many do you think you need?
As many as you can eat, plus like a couple.
Do you hear this? Do you guys hear
Ridiculous.
this? You can't lie though, so.
I
believe in you, Emory. I think you can do it.
2.5 chickens plus 2.5 chickens. Is that what you said? So 5
That's
chickens.
ridiculous.
No, you can't do 5 chickens.
Is it who can finish 2 chickens the fastest?
Yes, let's do
That's
that.
2 chickens
That's
the
a better
fastest.
one.
Okay.
2 chickens the fastest. I've got a gold
2.
on Emory.
Thank you.
Okay.
If you're my sister, that's I
the
love
two
it.
of you start eating.
Nobody bet against me though, so.
I would say this is a.
I'll put 1 on Oliver.
I mean, this feels like a Constitution saving throw to me.
Good at those.
To engorge
Why
yourself.
am I not proficient? All right.
Ooh, not so good. I'm a little shook. 14.
Yeah, even if I use my clockwork, it would still be lower than that. So 9.
Damn it!
Well, neither of you, like, are puking it up. It's a DC 5 to not vomit, DC 10 to finish both of them. So Oliver, you actually can't finish the second chicken.
We hand a gold to Rowina.
And Emory with a 14 finishes both chickens, but by the end of that second chicken, it's been about 15 minutes, and you are feeling bad.
Jesus Christ.
You do not feel good.
But you did win.
But you did win. You did win.
Yeah,
And I, like-
you do get a gold from me.
I hold my stomach and kind of my arm, and I'm like, haha, suck on that.
Oh, you beat me fair and square.
Well, I'm just like, I'm not condoning any of this. I'm head down, like eating my fruit salad, but I will lean over to Ro at one point and be like, okay, I don't want to freak you out, but I do think Emory swallowed maybe 2, maybe 3 bones, so just keep an eye.
I think Emory's probably eaten less things.
Does anybody want to help me finish the second chicken?
No,
Yeah,
absolutely
no.
not.
I got you.
No, Emory, no.
Ileana has never found Oliver more attractive.
Like, wow, this is incredible.
What a man.
I'm amazed. So
All right.
I eat a normal amount of food.
Okay.
Same.
Me too. But I will say that Aeliana definitely has like less on her plate that's like savory and more on her plate that's sweets.
Yes.
So
There's a
anyone
grand
paying attention
variety
would
of
notice
sweets.
there-
Yeah.
it's like a little over half the plate is sweet
Yeah.
things.
Damn.
Aeliana has a little patisserie. On her
I look
plate.
at-
Tooth, and she has not had any sweets like this since she was at home. So this is quite good.
I like lean over to Oliver, and I'm like, fuck, now we don't get to try anything else.
I know, I'm so full and everything looks
I'm
so
so
good.
fucking full. That was good chicken, though.
That was, I think that was the best chicken.
Never for tomorrow.
Amazing.
Good stuff. Oh jeez.
Does anybody have a Pepsi?
A what?
Oh, Tums.
A Pepsi Toast.
Hey, actually, does Rowena's character have any tea things that would help?
Yeah, I would
You would
just have some
definitely
like
have some. Yeah.
Let's just
I would have some ginger.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
I'd give you some ginger to chew on.
on that. Fine.
It does feel better. It does. It does help a
Oh,
little bit.
thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
I'm not only like full, but I'm coming down from.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're starting to get a
from
little bit of a
like
headache,
this.
honestly.
Oy, oy.
I like
Um,
force Emory to drink a lot of water.
Water.
I got you. I got you.
All right. Is there anything else specific that you do before you find yourselves to sleep for the evening in a really lavish setup?
Just enjoying. I think I
Yeah.
would just enjoy a night off.
Yeah,
Time in the night.
Sorry, I do have something.
that's fine.
Yeah, Oliver
yeah.
will sneak out.
Okay, Emory, Oliver,
Oh.
you both got something. Anybody else? Okay. Emory, what are you up to?
Since we're in Savonia
Mhm.
now, and
Yes.
I know we have like some days
Yes.
till whatever. But hearing Danny talk about the looks,
Yeah.
he did offer to make something for Emory. So I would like knock on his door.
Hello.
Can I come in?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hi.
I no rush. Just wanted to check in on the outfit for.
Shoot a paper airplane over at you.
I'll
Oh.
unfold it.
There's a design in there.
Holy shit! And we're gonna get this made.
Yeah.
That's gonna. I'm gonna wear that.
That's what you do with clothes, typically.
Danny, this is amazing. Is that? Oh fuck! And do people want to see? Are we doing? Are we? I don't want to be the first to present if we're not.
I already presented. Everyone else has already seen mine.
They have.
Remember when?
Did I miss that?
I can show you again.
Yeah, will you?
I think you were here.
Danny showed
Guys, Florida's weird. I love
this
that.
sketch of his outfit.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, it's because
So
the mask.
good.
Yes.
I mean, if you want to show, go for
send
it.
that
I
to
love
me-
surprises, though, so I will be willing to keep it a secret.
Okay, then yeah, let's wait.
Okay.
But just know that I react very strongly.
Yeah, noted.
Yay!
I'm excited to see it.
I can't wait.
Make sure to send it
thanks.
to me at some point.
Yes.
So I can add it to the stream.
Okay. I'll just look at Danny and very earnestly, like, still a little bit embarrassed, still kind of a little bit ashamed, starting to feel a little bit cold again.
You want to talk about this?
The design?
No.
What do you mean?
You are talking to the person that did not write the book, but did write subsequent revisions and updates and translations of how to not manage things properly and to deal with shit by consuming other stuff to make you forget.
Wow, okay.
I can't fully tell you. I can't say, hey, don't do it, because that seems like like real stupid coming from me. Yeah. All I can really say is I'm not the person to really give advice. Go to someone with, good morals like, well, anyone else in the party.
I mean, it's just the only thing that works, man. Like, I can't.
No, I get it. Yeah, it sucks.
What else am I supposed to do?
That's a great question. I don't know. I get it.
Fuck. What do you do? What do you do to offset? Like, that?
Well, I mean, like, I was doing a whole lot of drinking and drugs, and then that whole thing kind of got me thrown into my current situation. So, like I said, the actual advice part, not really my expertise. I just know to be like, hey, do as I say, not as I do. It's kind of how I operate.
But what do you do now?
What do you mean?
You don't really. I mean, like, I haven't seen you. I barely see you eat anything. I've never seen you drink much. You pop those berries like they're candy. Is that it? Is that what you do? Can I have one? Will that help? Because this is getting fucking awful.
I'm not enabling this. What I do with my own shit, I'm not passing on to anybody else, okay? I don't know how to deal with feelings, so I do what I need to do. When I see stuff that doesn't make me super happy, it's what I've been doing for a while, and that's just how
So then,
I
like, I'll do
operate.
it too. Then, right? Like, what would like help me? Somebody.
I can't. I'm not the person that you need to come to this. I can't help you with this. I can just tell you need the help, and that your help is going to be different than anyone else's help. There's no one way to go about this. There's no like, hey, everyone struggles the same way, so everyone can get help the same way. It's not how this works. You and everyone else keep poking at me, going, hey, share trauma, share your shit, and it's not fun. So, you want me to give you advice? I can't do that at all. I'm the lowest of the low in terms of respectability and how to handle stuff, all right? I got nothing good going on. That's me. That's what I'm dealing with. You go talk to someone. Talk to Aeliana. She has all the answers. Everyone loves her. She's great. She can do no wrong. You will have a great conversation with her and be your best bud. And she's going to get you all the secrets and all how to figure your shit out. Okay, advice, go to Aeliana. That's what I'm telling you to do. When a task, go to her. She will listen so well and have words of innumerable insight. But what I don't want to see is you thinking that you're not cool or special just because you can't happen to do magic shit. You need to get over that. That I can tell you for sure. I can't tell you how to deal with your shit, but I can tell you that you need to stop thinking of yourself as not being valuable or like useful to this group or whatever, because that's some nonsense. And that I'm not gonna, that for sure I'm not gonna facilitate, all right? I'm not gonna let you just keep feeling bad that you can't, I don't know, shoot magic beams out of your hands when you can still stab someone through the throat and just like knock them out like nobody's business. I'm not gonna feel bad at you because you're super powerful and cool in a different way than other people.
Yeah, heard. Yes, chef. Or that was
Don't-
something I said.
don't.
Hello.
Don't hurt yourself, okay? That is one thing I can say. It's all fine and dandy to blitz your own mind out, but don't hurt other people in the process. And you hurting yourself kind of can hurt other people. So that's that on that.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Thanks for this. And I'll hold up the paper.
Love it.
And I'll leave the room and I will go and I'll knock on the door of Oliver.
Okay, well, Oliver, what were you gonna do?
Oliver's not there.
Yeah, I wondered. We'll cut back to Emory. Oliver, when everybody kind of found themselves separating to their rooms, where did you go?
Oliver's trying to find theater tickets. He's trying to find, theater tickets.
Okay, easily enough. Do you talk to somebody at the Golden Lion first? Do you just like...
Yeah, if they have like a concierge or something, yeah. I'm looking for like the best of the best.
You go and you talk to Delilah Free, the wife of the owner and part owner herself as well. And she kind of looks up at you and she says, "Hi, how you doing? How can I help you?"
Hi, I am looking for you to point me in the direction of a theater that is putting on a show.
Oh, well, we have the Hot Springs show tomorrow night. So that's here. And Seema...
I don't think that's the vibe.
Okay, gotcha. Well, Seema Theater is almost always putting on some kind of performance. Let me see here. And she gets out a little ledger, and she looks at it and she says, yes. Actually, well, it opened tonight. But it's already happening right now.
Right.
But for the next 10 days, until it changes for the festival, there's a performance from the ballet troupe from Seema at the theater.
And that's like the best in town?
Oh, you're never going to find better dancers, sir.
Okay, good. Yeah. Do I have to go there to get tickets? I've never...
Oh, I can provide that service for you if you would like tickets.
Yes. I mean, we're seeing the King tomorrow. So maybe the next night after that?
Okay, so the 12th?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then also, if I can get like 2 tickets to that and then 3 tickets to the Hot Spring show?
Okay, yes, I can do that for you. So let me see here. Oh, well, tomorrow night is the Hot Springs show. So in 2 nights, there's not going to be a Hot Springs show.
Well, then I'll just do it both tomorrow, and we'll have to make it work, won't we?
Okay, I guess you will. So she gets down in her ledger. She says, "Okay, do you have tokens for the Hot Springs show?"
I have 1, but how much is it?
Well, if your party members are, if all of the members have a token, then they will have entrance for free.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Well, then
Can
I don't need to worry
Can I
about that.
bump them up a package or something?
If you want to have reserved seatings, you can pay an additional fee.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so that's going to be 2 gold per person.
Yeah.
Okay.
6
that's,
gold.
Right. Well, go ahead and wait for that because we're going to get the 2 tickets to the show at SEMA here. Okay, that is going to be 5 gold per person.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's good.
Okay, so
That's
a total of
perfect.
16 gold?
Yeah,
Just 16?
here you go. Yep,
Okay, wonderful.
right?
And she
We're not
takes-
expected to tip, right? I'll like look around.
No, not expected. All right, so that is going to be...
Here's 18 gold.
Oh, no, please, I can't. And she
I have to.
She takes 18 gold. By the way, at no point did anyone ever act like this. This seems kind of like a specific her thing.
right.
She... roll an insight check.
Right. 14.
I'll give it to you. Her and her husband argue about this all the time.
I'm not getting in the middle of that, so I'm gonna tip the 2 gold. And...
she takes it. And she says, "Well, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much." All right. Well, I just need a name
For what?
for the SEMA. If the others have tokens, then it'll just be for the SEMA performance.
Oliver. You can put it under Oliver.
Oliver
Burroughs.
Burroughs. Wonderful. Provide your name and arrive with your other party member, and you will be let in.
Great. Thank you.
Wonderful. Have a great night. If you need anything else, just let me know.
We'll do.
Okay. And do you...
Like half my gold. Yeah. I'll go off. Back to my room.
I'd say at about this time, and for the fun narrative of it, you go up and you see Emory knocking on your door.
You looking for somebody?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, hey, hi.
Everything okay?
He's gonna be so mad at me. I don't think Danny is okay.
Do you want to go in my room?
Yeah, we should probably, like, yeah.
We'll go and
Yeah.
in my room. What do you mean he's not okay?
Well, he gave me a fucking sick drawing of an outfit for the ball, and then kind of just popped off about some how to handle your sadness and your despair, and his method is going to be different than my method, and he can't tell me what to do, and like he seems like not good.
Yeah, you know his dancing lessons have been a little off.
Sorry.
Oh,
Would I know that they've been doing that, or
No.
they've been yeah?
No, I don't think you would.
His dancing lessons.
yeah. I mean that's bigger things to worry about. Yeah. No, I've noticed something's off about Danny.
I don't know what to. This isn't like my thing, and he said it's not his thing too. He's like, emotions are not what I do, and
I mean, you can try to fight emotions, but everybody has them.
yeah,
Yeah.
clearly, that's true.
I mean, as tough as it is to say, you can't make somebody seek help, and if they're not seeking help, it's hard to make them be helped. You know.
Okay,
I
that's
think-
exactly what he said.
I think the best thing for us to do is just continue to reach out to him and make sure he's okay. And when he wants to open up, just make sure he feels safe and comfortable to do so. Or we go in there as a team and we have an intervention right now.
Maybe not tonight. He seems
Okay. I didn't want to do that.
a lot of good berries.
I didn't want to do
A lot of good berries. And he didn't want to give me any, which like I get, but you know, he seems to like them pretty well, so I just kind of want
Do you
to
feel
see
like
what
he's
it's
holding
about.
out on you or something?
I mean, I just wanted to try one.
Why were you looking for good bears? Are you not relaxed enough?
Oh, and Emory will have a moment where he's like, "Oh, is this? Do I say it? Do I say something?" And I think after the information that Danny said, and just with all of the feelings of the past few days, so I think that sword fucked me up, Oliver.
Yeah, absolutely. I cursed. Even if you break the curse, it still stays with you for a long time. I know. I mean, I'm still with my baggage. You know, I feel that every day.
So you feel cold? Do you feel cold?
Yeah, it's a cold, sickness, emptiness feeling.
How the fuck do we get rid of it? Like, this isn't.
I don't know.
I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't like it. I didn't ever feel like this before.
Say, talking about it with the group definitely helped. It made me feel like I wasn't alone, which you aren't.
Yeah, I know I'm not alone, but I want it out of me. It's not mine. It's not.
It is yours.
Me? No, it can't be. It was given to me.
Yeah, but you took it. What do you feel?
Well, right now I feel like we're in this beautiful fucking room with this fire and this like comfort, and I'm shivering.
Yeah.
And it's pissing me off.
Yeah.
And I just want to be back to how I was.
Do you really want that? You want to be back in the orphanage? No, you want to just feel how you used to feel, right?
So I want to feel how I was. Yeah, okay. I don't know. I don't fucking want to be back in the orphanage. I just want to feel how I was. I don't want this. I don't want this at all.
I mean, I wish I could tell you it'd go away with time, but it may never go away.
I should have gone to Aeliana.
Yeah, you should have. She's much better at this than I am. She could at least tell you.
No, you're good. You're good. No, you're good at. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, don't need. There's no apologies needed.
Oliver, roll a religion check for me.
I'm proficient religion, right? Probably. 15.
15. With the 15. It does come to you, because your friend is here in front of you, really talking to you, and really, you feel for them, and I think your mind starts to wander, and, you are aware of, you've heard of magics that are more powerful than what you're able to do that could potentially help Emory, but it's not something that you're able to do now, and it's something that you'd have to find somebody, but it doesn't necessarily feel like a hopeless thing.
Okay. There's magic that can alleviate it that I can't do. Maybe if we seek out, I don't want to tell you to find God, but if you seek out the temple, they might be able to help ease your pain.
Well, what about you?
Well, I mean, I don't think I can get rid of mine until I figure out this whole situation.
Well, maybe we can go together.
I don't.
While we're here, and
I don't want to get rid of mine. The more I feel it, the more I realize that she's still here.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
In the meantime, I could teach you some breathing exercises that can maybe help at least be able for you to control your thoughts a little bit more, get them to a different space.
Yeah, I mean, anything, really. Like, I tried ignoring it for a while, and I'm just mad.
It's best not to ignore things. So it's best to face things head on, I've found.
Cool, yeah.
I got something that might cheer you up.
What?
and I'll produce 3 tickets to the tickets to the hot spring show. I know it's free, but I got you guys like really good seats.
Ah, yes, great start.
Yeah, can't feel cold in a hot spring.
I'll stay there forever.
Well,
Yeah,
prune
until I
after
get
a while. Right.
Thanks.
Yeah. In the meantime, if you want to just sit with me for a bit, we can.
Is that you? I don't know. I feel like you.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'll like sit down on the bed.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Take her through some meditation.
Yeah. 2 of you have a nice little moment. And Danny, do you have something else?
Yeah. I think after that whole thing, I would have. I don't want to stay in this room. I need to get out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put on some more civilian-y clothes.
Okay.
And just kind of go on a walk, probably more around the. I guess we're sort of in the upper district, so kind of more around like the old campus and the theater.
Yeah.
And just kind of do a walk around that area.
Yeah, you pass by the theater and the old campus. Here, I'll show you what the outskirts of the SEMA Academy look like at night. As you
I want to see what show the ballet is doing.
Yeah. You pass by the theater, and definitely a lot of nostalgia is hitting Danny as you walk through, and some good, some bad, but as you're kind of sitting there watching and remembering the times that you ran up and down those steps, or the conversations that you had outside the academy, you hear a voice say, "Danny?
Mm-hmm.
Stratus? Danny Stratus?" And coming up from behind you, you see an elven woman, a woman that you know to be named Eva Cantor. She was a classmate of yours, a member of the ballet with you, and you see her coming out of the theater. She is in her ballet blacks, and running with like a canteen towards you, and she says, "That Danny!" And she like runs up and just doesn't really give you the chance. Kind of like throws her arms around you, gives you a big hug. And she says, "Hi, how are you?"
Hey, hi, how are you?
I'm
wow.
doing good. I just got out of notes.
Yeah, saw that you're doing a show. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're doing the story of the Paramount, and the story of the Paramount is a ballet show that tells of it's a
I've done it. Yeah,
version of the
I've done it.
Mm-hmm, yeah. And she looks to you and she says, I'm working under Viola now. Viola to be the headmistress of the dance school.
Oh, congrats. That's amazing.
You. Yeah. So this is actually my first kind of stab at directing, which, I mean, it's the same show we've done so many times, so I haven't changed much, but it's been cool. Are you in town for a while? You should come see it.
Yeah, sure, that'd be fun.
Awesome. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, just through the holidays.
Okay, yeah, totally. That makes sense. Well, it's really good to see you. I'm honestly zonked, so I think I'm gonna head home.
Yeah, for sure.
But maybe we should. I don't know. I'm gonna be here most days. If you want to stop by, maybe we can get coffee or something.
Yeah, for sure. Totally. Yeah, we'll catch up.
Okay. All right. Bye. And she
All right.
like.
See ya.
It's like a little bit of an awkward separation as as she runs, just kind of jogs off. What does Danny do?
Cool. Probably just stay out a little bit longer, but maybe not so much in the theater area, now that I'm realizing what that could potentially lead to.
Yeah. Do you head to the Genasi neighborhood at all?
No.
At this point, it's getting kind of late.
Yeah.
They might be asleep.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna head back.
All right. Okay. So you go home, or to the hotel, and you all receive the benefits of a long rest. Emory, the only difference being that you do still have disadvantage on any check that requires dexterity. But you wake up the next day feeling very well rested. Even you, Emory, with your sore arm, like you feel pretty great. And you all wake up the next morning and find yourselves downstairs for a nice breakfast buffet. And the Golden Lion does not shirk on this breakfast buffet. Okay, it's good. It's not just eggs with slices of Kraft cheese on them. It's the full deal. So
are you saying my dad made eggs with slices of Kraft cheese? Are you talking shit about my dad's breakfast right now?
Yep.
I think Zach is talking shit about Eric's dad's eggs.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow, getting personal.
Well, he has one, and so I get jealous.
Oh my god. Anyways, Aeliana is only eating pastries.
Okay, yeah, again, yeah, for sure.
Not only, maybe she's got some bacon too, because she knows that's important to like have protein and stuff. But like, it's mostly sweet breakfast.
Aeliana's definitely one of those people that like needs to watch her iron levels, like make sure that she's like
1,000.
Hey, Oliver, you want to have
I'm on a blacksmith.
bacon eating contest?
I'm a blacksmith.
Not today. No.
Wait, I don't get
I
it.
just got that too.
She needs to watch her
Iron
iron
levels.
levels.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god, dude.
Oh man, that was good.
No, I did not
That
want
was
to have a
cute.
bacon eating contest.
Fair. Yeah.
I'm still pretty full from those chickens.
I'm ready. I'm going. I got a double plate.
I underestimated you, Ember.
I'm basically a semi-immortal teenager.
And I will
Oh my
never do
God.
that again. In a way, kind of glare at you.
Oh.
Sorry.
So, are we just going to the king?
I think we should drop off all of this stuff as quickly as possible, and then we can just have the rest of the day.
Yeah, we should do that during the day, in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Go straight there, really.
Yeah.
Yes. I also have some
So,
armor to sell.
oh yes. I
All
also
right.
think we could just do some shopping in a big city, see what might be useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just go ahead and make your way through the city of Savonia. You make your way through the noble district. You're already pretty close. You obviously see the castle in a distance as you approach. It is a busy day on the streets. Savonia is constantly filled with activity and people going to and fro. But you make your way to the castle. The castle is also walled in itself, and so you make your way to the main gate. The castle kind of looks out over the Peak Shadow River, so you're close to the river now and can hear it kind of rushing through the heart of the city. It is a nice day. It's definitely a little cold. A lot of the trees have lost their summer leaves, but it's not as bad as the far south. But you make your way up to the main gate. You see a number of guards standing there, and they are not blocking the gate, but they're very clearly like standing in front of it. It seems like to get into the royal courtyard that's definitely going to require a conversation. So you approach, and one of the gate guards stands up to you. He's clearly higher ranking. He doesn't have a spear or a pike or anything. He has a sword sheathed, and he says, "Good morrow. Have you business at the castle?"
Yes.
We are the concerned
yes.
citizens here to see the king. And
Then I'll present our coin.
He takes the coin from you. Right, he hands that back. Concerned citizens, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Yes.
please wait here. And he turns and walks through the courtyard.
It's a generic name. Are we sure that the king is going to remember?
No.
Okay.
No. We're basically famous.
You wait for probably close to 15, 20 minutes.
He's a busy man.
Yeah, before the guard comes back. And he says, please, if you would follow me. And he takes you into the royal courtyard and into the main foyer of the Savonian castle, which I'm just now realizing I don't think I ever... Oops.
That's alright. This is a good view.
I don't think I uploaded the foyer picture.
Chat.
It's quite ornate, really. Let me see here. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, let me just add it real quick. You're walking, you're walking some more.
I've never actually been inside before. We did have a field trip, but I was very sick, so I couldn't go.
I don't know. I think after that conversation with Emory, Oliver is like, I don't know, trying to pump Danny up as much as he can.
Oh.
What are you saying to Danny?
Is that are those new shoes?
Oh my god.
What are those? Damn, Danrek.
No.
This man.
Damn, Danrek.
Damn it.
Back at it again with the white
Like
pants.
Wow.
Your hair looks great.
Oh,
Beth,
this is not it, man.
Eric knows this. Eric knows this.
It just hurts. It just hurts.
All right, you walk. I'll save you from this moment as you walk
Thank you.
into the royal court and the opening foyer of the Savonian castle.
Oh,
Two
no.
large golden double doors leads to a big open chamber. There are plants that are planted here, like in pots and decorations. There's also some that are like in the windowsills that are falling downwards. There's a very like natural, beautiful vibe in this place. It's very ornate, very lush. And he takes you off this main chamber. As you can see, it's like this castle is so large that there's a lot of people in this main foyer. It's almost as if, like, to give you the vibe of like you've gone into your like capital city's courthouse. It's kind of like the vibe of this main foyer here. Lots of people going back and forth. And he takes you to an open waiting room that has very nice wooden cushioned chairs, a roaming wheeled tray with water and a tray of like fruits. And he says, if you would all wait here, the hand will be with you shortly, who will then take you to the king. He then just kind of immediately, like, very professionally about faces and walks away.
A lot of waiting.
Really cool.
Very big.
Yeah.
Lots of handoffs.
Yeah.
You see a couple of people passing by and like giving a look for just a second before continuing.
Where's this music?
You actually look over at the
It's
main.
everywhere.
You see a small trio of like one with a harpist, one with a violin, one with a flute, that are just providing like atmospheric music.
Wow.
throughout
The amount of wealth in this place is really kind of concerning.
Concerning?
I don't know. I don't know if anybody should have this much money.
Eventually,
Some of it.
after waiting probably another
Oh.
15 to 20 minutes, you hear some heavy footsteps approaching, and you see a silver-scaled dragonborn man
Or
dressed in kind of black obsidian lined with gold armor. That is definitely not super practical. It's obviously more ornate, but it's just supposed to show his fighting background a little bit. And he approaches. Aeliana, if you attended any like public ceremonies, Danny, you definitely would know who this guy is just peripherally. This is Aramaeus Drake. He is the hand of the king, and has been. What'd you say?
Sick name, Aramaeus. It's a great name.
Thank you. Aramaeus Drake, and he approaches, and he says, "Hello, you must all be the concerned citizens.
Yes.
Yes.
Lovely to meet you. The king told me all about your efforts at Danrek. It was much appreciated. That kind of information needs to be brought forth. So thank you for your work down there.
You're welcome.
We are hoping that you have more news from Uldriar, perhaps about the sect itself."
Yes.
Wonderful. Follow me. And he goes past you into this door that's kind of right by the waiting room that's been there the whole time, and takes you past it, and you walk into basically a nice, like, study area that has a fireplace, and you can still hear people outside muffled, but you definitely can tell that there's some privacy here. He gestures for you all to take a seat. He takes one as well. Actually, no, he heads over to the Drake cart first, and he says, "Would anyone like a glass of wine? Perhaps a whiskey?"
I'll take one.
Okay.
All right, for now. Thank you.
He pours a drink for whoever would want it, and then he.
Emory is that. I'm not going to Emory drink alone. And I'm
Okay.
very
Yeah.
nervous.
Okay, so yeah, you take a drink as well.
Yeah.
He puts a few down, takes a seat himself, starts to sip on his drink. So, for those of you who I have not met, my name is Aramaeus Drake. I am the hand of the king, and have been for, well, almost his entire reign. We consider ourselves partners, the king and I, and he has informed me of what you were able to discover about the sect of the Abyss, the work that they did with the seal doors. To give you an update on a little bit of information here, Baron Lucard did perish. He did not make it through some of our interrogation methods,
Good.
and he is no longer with us. Helena Sealdor does still roam the dungeons below, as little as she can. We were not able to get much information out of either of them. It seems not only were they not very forthcoming, but there was perhaps something stopping them, something arcanic in nature. But that's a little bit of an update here. Please share with me what you were able to find in Uldriar. Takes a sip.
Before that, could I, whenever he said, like, oh, the king and I are partners and we basically, like, share everything, could I do an insight check on that just to see, like, how much of this is actually
Of course, roll an insight check.
him? That's not great. 17.
17. He seems very confident in himself.
For
So
me.
there is, there is an air of superiority about him, but it doesn't seem unearned. And he seems to be outright and genuine. You think that he's probably telling the truth. They're probably pretty close in this.
Cool.
And I've seen this guy before. I know he's legitimately the hand of the king.
You do know he's the hand of the king. He's been at like ceremony, like graduation
Yeah.
ceremonies at the academy, stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where do we even begin?
Beginning.
Well, first of all, were you able to find where the shipments were going in Uldriar?
Yes.
Yes.
We put a stop to it.
Yeah, she'll reach into the bag that she has. I think Aeliana probably brought the bag. She takes it over. But do you have a rag or something? A piece of. I can just, and she'll use her own cloak. Reach in with her cloak and like hold out.
He's wearing a
orb.
cloak as well, and he kind of like accepts it from you in his own.
One
cloak.
of the orbs. Yeah, don't touch that. Barehanded, please.
What
We have
is?
3 of them.
What is this?
This was the operation we uncovered. Oh, and I also did get I did draw. She'll dive into her bag and produce the diagram of the machine as well. This machine was being used on magic users, killing them, we think, and creating these.
Right. And do we have any idea what they use these for?
I don't.
You don't.
I
You
don't
unless
think we
you
have
have,
an
unless
idea.
you have a
We
guess.
think
you
it
don't.
has something. I think it has something to do with this bringing the Forgotten Ones back.
The Forgotten Ones. Tell me more about that.
We don't know
They
much.
are first creations of the gods. A catch-all term. Abomination-type creatures possessed with too much power. Gods thought they corrupted Zalius and banished them to the abyss. And now this group is trying to bring them.
We did learn that the abyss is not another plane, but another planet.
That's true.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yup.
Huh.
We were hoping to learn more at the library when we were here, but we wanted to get this information to you first.
Well, I do very much appreciate that. Time is always of the essence in these precarious situations. I do advise you to research at the library what you can. It would be good to know a little bit more about this information. We'll have our people look into it as well, of course, but who knows? With the leadership being corrupted in Danrek, myself, I am a little on edge at times here in the castle. The king tries to put me at ease. He says that I am a pessimist, but Danrek was corrupted under our nose, and it is something that we need to be on the lookout for.
All right.
Right. Is there anything else that you can tell me? Did you
Do we
see
have any other
items? Did you see who was accepting the shipments? If there's any other members involved?
There was a letter.
Yeah. We killed everyone at the Banished Isles, except for the prisoners.
Knife-Eye is dead.
Neva is dead.
The wizard, right?
Yes.
The wizard.
Those two seemed to be most in charge.
There was the herald who had taken control of Pineville. And I don't know if I'm sure you're familiar with what has been going on with Pineville.
We have not received any communication from them in quite some time.
Exactly.
We just received a hawk a couple of days ago informing us that there had been some kind of incident.
Right, and that was the herald who was directly working for Muldrak, who we think is one of the Forgotten Ones, or maybe involved some way in that.
Then there's a him somewhere in there as well.
We kicked the Cinder out of Pineville. We don't know where he's gone now, but he said he will return.
You said there's a him?
Yeah, at the mountain.
Yeah, so I don't know if I had these things, but I just went back in my notes. I would put. Is there like a desk?
Yeah.
I would set down Warren's rapier. Also a letter. There was a letter to Warren from the Herald.
Yeah.
I would give him the letter. We got a shipment ledger to a place called the Mountain for shipments of yellow glowing orbs.
Yep.
I would give him the ledger. And a letter to Neva on
the Shadow Blades, something about.
Yeah, signed Elkhart. Yeah. Mentions the Forgotten Ones.
The Elkhart letter, I probably would have held back on that.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Sure.
Danny did have that letter, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I will
not
give everything but that.
Okay. This is all wonderful information to receive. Thank you. You have been a big help to us, concerned citizens.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's like surprised by everything?
Sure, roll an insight check.
Ugh. Natural one.
Natural one. Everything seems hunky dory.
He might be mad
I
at
don't
you.
like that. I don't like that. Zach.
Anybody can roll an insight check that wants to roll an insight check.
Do I know where
I
he
would
put
like
the drink pour
18.
that he's pouring out of?
Where he put the bottle?
Yeah.
It's just on the cart.
I'll get some more.
Okay.
Oh no! 18 from me.
He kind of
for
like
insight.
looks 18. I'm gonna message you on Discord.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
that's rare.
A whisper.
We don't do whispers that often.
I miss Zach whispering into my ear in person.
Just in general, though, right?
Yeah,
Nothing to do with the game.
There's nothing about
No, there's nothing
It's
to
like,
do.
Eric, you're the best.
You're really crushing it out there.
Your dad's scrambled eggs with cheese are great.
Are so good. I don't like it.
Who
probably
rolled
fine.
19?
18, I did.
You did? Okay.
Kelsey.
She about to find some stuff out. Only her.
I am afraid.
I sent it to you, Kelsey.
Just messages, Kelsey. You good?
You good? Seems cool.
Oh, shit, I don't like that reaction.
He
Okay.
he looks to all of you and he says, let me go and give this information to the king. Fetch the king. He's gonna want to see you.
Could
and
we let us hold on to all of this for you? You don't need to walk with it all. If that's all right.
God.
Sure.
Just
Yes,
to
you
take
can.
it
Yes,
off
you
of
can
your-
keep
yeah,
the.
we'll
You can
put
keep
the
the
stuff
orbs.
away.
Okay.
You
And
can
the
keep the
letters
orbs, and I'll grab the
and
letters
the
and ledger
diagram.
and all- and
No,
he
no,
starts
I got
grabbing
it.
them.
Can I? I'll just hold them for you. It's really fine.
He's gonna roll an insight check. I don't
That's
have my
fine.
dice out right
Should I do deception? To
now.
try
Yeah.
and play it off?
Yes. Yeah.
He can't
Bart,
beat this.
Bart,
There's
Bart,
no
Bart.
fucking way.
I almost want to roll an insight check on
28.
Aeliana.
Yeah.
Damn.
He rolled a really high insight check, but it is no 28. He kind of looks at you and he says, "No mean to offend, of course."
Just trying to be helpful. Really, I don't want you to have to walk with all these. And she like takes everything: the diagram, the papers, the letter, the orbs, tucks it all in the
I'll
bag.
help carry some of it.
Right.
She's just putting it in the bag and keeping it on her lap.
Okay, great.
He walks out of the room.
Was that?
Okay. All right. I didn't realize it in the moment, but I just realized it now that we didn't tell him that Nico was a wizard. He just knew that.
I thought.
Like I didn't. I like
I
thinking in my
thought
brain,
so.
but I didn't think about it. And then yeah, he seems surprised by how much information that we are presenting, but not the information itself.
Should we leave?
I don't know.
Seems more
we-
suspicious.
Yeah, I think
Try
we
to
stay
warn
and
the
keep
king.
playing it off.
The king may be well aware.
Didn't want him.
He
to
may not
feel
be.
the stuff. He
Yeah.
makes up with the evidence. He's seen it, but doesn't mean he can recreate it. So this is more of a precaution than anything. It could be nothing. I don't know, but
No.
Is there a question we could ask the king to see if he knows more than he says?
ooh, I don't know. That's a good question.
I mean, we kind of told him everything we know, so I don't.
Didn't share anything about House of Balance connections. That's
That was smart.
No.
Sometimes the best thing to do in these situations is just let them talk.
Yeah.
Yep.
True.
The king and the hand come back in. For it's been a while since you've seen the king, but the king walks back in, tall man, bald, with a very large and thick gray beard, wearing a long, deep robe, red cloak. As he steps forward and kind of sits at the desk that Aramaeus was sitting at, and Aramaeus stands behind him. And the king says, "It is a pleasure to see all of you again. I am so glad to see that you made it through your journey unscathed."
Can I insight check that?
Sure.
No, we're like on edge.
But like he's
Might not
glad
be
that we
anything.
are
I
made
hope
it
it's
back.
I hope it's
Yeah.
nothing. I hope it's nothing.
I poured
16.
another drink.
16. He seems incredibly sincere. Emery's pouring it
Aeliana
over.
notes the drink and then doesn't say anything, but does like try to catch Emery's eye with like a. Didn't you just have a whole thing with? Okay.
I will go. I'll look at her and just be like,
Emery shrugs. Okay.
Okay.
The king says, Arameus has caught me up a little bit. It seems that you were able to stop the shipments in Waldriar. You were able to end that operation, find out some connections. You also have some proof of this in letters, ledgers, and these orbs that he spoke of.
Yep.
And you kind of, I'm assuming, just kind of like relay everything else that you already relayed to Arameus to the king again. He says, "Can I see this orb?"
Yes. And she will reach in with her cloak and hold it here, like here.
He like holds it. He like holds it underneath your cloak.
Oh no.
He doesn't try to take it from you. He just holds it.
Okay, I'm like, She was trying to keep it to herself.
Yeah.
It's the king. I can't do anything.
I can't imagine.
And then she'll put it back in.
And the people used for this creation are the dead.
It's an assumption.
Well, first of all, thank you. We were able to find some information ourselves while you were gone. We knew of this operation happening in Waldriar. We were able to get a name, Niva. We knew that he existed. We knew that he was a magic user of some sort.
Oh.
Insight. Can I insight check that?
Yeah, roll
Can
an
I
insight
too?
check.
And they probably still knew. I mean, obviously, they told us they knew. 26.
26.
You,
Twins.
what the king is telling you right now is 100% true. He is telling you that since he last met you, he learned the information that there is a wizard named Niva involved in this operation.
Yeah, which we already know.
And he says,
Well, I'm glad we were able to fill in.
So then they're cool, right? So then they're actually cool and fun.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably, but I'm gonna be safe just in case.
Yeah.
Kill the king. I kill the king.
Yes, happy to help.
Oh, by the way, with the king, because they never leave his side. Just as
the
a
guards,
reminder, are the Crimson Knights, the two guards that are always following the king.
So cool.
And they are just like stoically standing on either side. And the king looks at you all and he says, all right. First of all, please, you will use the token that I gave you, the coin. Use that to have access to the library here in Zavonia, including the restriction section. Don't let Ned give you problems. So you will be able to find whatever information, and whatever information you do find would be, once again, rewarded in kind. Is there anything else that you can tell me about what you've learned?
I think we just need to put the rest of the pieces together. Perhaps we can meet again after the ball.
After the ball?
I mean, it would. I'm sure you're busy with the preparations. We need time to.
I would like to have one more meeting to see what you were able to find so far. We have some days until the ball. How about in 5 days' time? I would like to meet with you again.
Okay. Yes.
And then we will have 10 more days to both prepare on our own ways. I do hope that you will attend the celebration of New Beginnings with us.
Yes.
You, as thank you and as reward, you can have access to the King's Tailors, and if you have any ideas that you would want to give them, they will definitely be able to help you. Wonderful. And it'll be a great night. We would also like you, if you are willing, to join me at the banquet before the ball, the night before, if you would like. That is a much more private event. But there will be some notable members of society there if you would like to join. I personally do see it as a bit of a reward. This could lead to good things for the concerned citizens.
Find notable members of society. Anybody? I'm just a little bit of a history buff.
Oh, well, obviously the guild masters here in the city, they'll be joining us. We will have some members of noble houses from various cities, Danrek, Cullinan, Rana. We will have members of the House of Balance joining us, which will be nice. And also, well, this is a bit of a secret. Hopefully I can trust you with it. They're supposed to arrive today, actually. 2 envoys from the Kavaxian Empire will be joining us for this year's celebration.
Wow.
So that is causing quite the hubbub here in the castle, I can assure you. Arameus kind of chuckles at that. The king says,
Good.
wonderful. Well, if you would please leave the evidence with us, we will...
I need it for the research. Can we give it to you in 5 days?
It would be helpful to be able to cross-reference and
Just reference all of the direct,
look
any
at the handwriting, everything, yes.
he kind of looks over his shoulder at Arameus. Arameus nods, and he says, the writings, the ledger we can give you, I would not feel comfortable as king allowing those orbs to remain in public hands, despite how much I trust you. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
But the ledgers and the
Yes,
the
that's very
letters,
fair.
you can bring those
Yes.
back to us in 5 days' time. But I would like
Okay.
copies of those.
Yeah.
How many orbs are you gonna
3.
give? Okay,
Well,
I
I
thought you said
think-
2 earlier.
Well, they only
Well, I
know
don't
you
know.
have. They know you have
They
one.
only know we have one.
But
That's what I'm
you've
saying.
mentioned orbs, so they know you at least
2.
have 2.
We can give them 2.
Okay, here's what I do. So yeah, we're gonna give the 2 orbs, and I
Okay.
make a big show of them.
I wanna
needing
remind
to be
you-
able to...
That each of these orbs give off a bright light radius of 30 feet. So as soon as
We
you
gotta
open that,
give them all 3.
as
We gotta
soon
give them
as
all
you-
3.
you can attempt to
That's
hide
fine.
it, but that's
I'm
going to be a
not
high
fucking
sleight
lying
of
to the
hand
king.
check.
I'm
It's
not
It's fine.
lying to the king. I'm giving
It's
them
fine.
the 3. I'm giving them
Okay,
the 3.
all right.
Because I don't have a sleight of hand that's high enough.
I do.
I know.
And I
mean,
had
actually,
a
I have
plan if
6.
you
That's not
wanted
bad.
to-
You also are at disadvantage right now of a sleight of hand check. Just to
Oh,
remind you.
shnikes.
That
Well, I do have a
uses
plus 6.
dexterity.
I could try.
No, Emory does.
I have a plus 6 to my sleight of hand.
It's
It's not worth it. I'm just gonna give it. I'm just gonna give it to you.
Okay.
I'm
The
scared.
king,
It's the king.
Gets a couple guards who come in with cloaks. They take the 3 orbs from you.
And then I can do the transcription for the letters if you'd like here before I write pretty fast. Do you want me
well,
make the
but
copies now?
If you, all we need is copies. So, I mean, we would need a copy of the whole ledger. I think that would take you some time.
to? Right.
You can make copies and bring them back in 5 days' time. You don't have to do that all right
okay.
now. Yeah,
Perfect.
no worries.
Great.
However, I do just want to thank you, and I want to say that Arameus has informed me that he spoke true on his feelings here in the castle, and I want to say that while things have happened under my reign, I assure you I mean nothing but the best for my citizens, and the information that you bring to me and directly to me can always be trusted. All right.
Insight check.
Roll an insight check.
Yeah. One more.
Ugh,
Oh,
that's a
nope, it's,
2. If I use my
one.
clockwork thing,
Yes.
is it obvious? Is it like, do I like
Clink,
start
clink, clink,
clicking?
clink, clink, clink.
Yeah, because it's a physical thing, not a magic thing.
Yeah.
So I would imagine.
I would imagine
my initial thought is yes.
Yeah, I would say that
No.
there's like the gears turn a little bit, like
Okay.
the
So then I wouldn't
centerpiece
do
kind of like.
anything. And it's a 9.
I mean, he feels very truthful. Anybody else can roll an insight check if you want.
I just rolled a 10.
You're not going to believe me, but I also rolled a 9.
He feels very truthful. Genuinely, like your characters think
Genuinely.
that the king means nothing but the best.
Yeah.
And even Aramaeus, like
Probably should've
he
let
might
this
have
guy
been
go.
a little weird about information, but keep in mind that he doesn't know you at all, and is also trying to keep things secretive, and so. But that doesn't mean he's not a bad guy either.
Oh my god.
You are released, and you make your way out of the royal court, and you are in the courtyard. It is a sunny day. What do you do?
That was
Oh.
so stressful.
It's
Feel good about it.
You feel good about it?
I don't feel good about
Oh,
it.
okay. Me neither.
Mm-mm.
Yes, why was that so odd?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just.
Personally, it's because we can't really feel like there's no one that we can really trust outside of ourselves. So it's
think
partially
that's
just
true.
natural paranoia.
Yeah, everybody stabbed us in the back for the most
There's
part.
not really much we can do against the king at this point, though, so we had to kind of go with it.
Yeah.
But now we at
Suppose we
least
should
know what
see-
he has and what he doesn't have. That's important.
We should see how he interacts with certain members of the House of Balance when they are here.
I can't go to that event,
What?
Well, they'll be here for the festival, right?
but my family will be there at the banquet.
Mm.
That's
And
too
you
intimate.
can't be in the same space as.
I mean, I could, but that would be. I mean, my uncle probably thinks I'm dead. I
Fair.
guess he doesn't
could-
have to keep thinking I'm dead. But it could be, it would just bring undue attention and undue negative attention on
No,
myself.
that makes sense.
At a ball, I can do what I mean. You've got outfits.
We could.
And makeup
We do
and
have
hair
days
and-
to see what we could do about, because I shouldn't be seen either disguising
You more so, I
ourselves
think.
by other means.
As you are walking down
The
the
fuck is that?
street, you see. I didn't mean to show it to you so quickly, but as you are walking down the street, you see a
Who the hell is
caravan
this?
making its way into the castle.
Do we know this person?
They are being the wagons are being pulled by giant panther-like creatures that have these long, flowing tails, multiple tails that kind of like flow out from them. And on one of these carriages, you see a large umbrella that is probably 15 feet in radius. That is this purple that casts this purple glow, and you see one person who Danny and Aeliana, as people who grew up in noble backgrounds, you know that this is Kitanya Maeve. She is the daughter of one of the dukes in the Cavaxian Empire. And with her is her older brother, Lucian Maeve. These are both dark elf people with deep purple gray skin, long white hair. They seem incredibly elegant, but also very menacing almost in a way, and stoic. And on each of them, you see a pin with it's kind of like a circle, and there's various sections to the circle, and each section is a different color. There's red, blue, green, and black. Red, blue, green, and black. And you see those four colors that create kind of like a circle, and they both have these pins on their lapels as they are ushered and pushed past.
Is that a religious thing, or?
You can roll a history check, and that's pretty much about it. Anybody who wants to, but you'd have to roll a history check.
I'll roll a
14.
curiosity check.
11.
19.
17.
Emory, with a 19, you don't know exactly what this is. The DC to know exactly what this is a 20. But you have seen this in a book before, in one of the books that you've read. God. It is, it was in some kind of adventure book that you read, and all you remember is that it was the symbol of, you think, the antagonist of the novel, and the name just kind of pops in your head, but you don't remember anything about it. Chromatic Council.
You can research it.
It's definitely something you can research.
Nice. I'll add it to our list. Cool.
Right. So
Should we go straight to the library, or should we do what we need to do around town first?
what time is it?
Right now, it's like 10:30, 11.
Should we sell the rubies and the emeralds?
Money, yeah.
Oh.
It would be a good place to do it here because it's not as suspicious.
True,
I would
and Oliver said you
probably-
have armor to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try to pick up any sort of items that weren't able to find on the road.
Yes, we should certainly see what we can find. I think, in terms of the banquet and the ball, if there was a way to disguise ourselves for several hours one time, or a magic item, or something, it may simplify quite a bit.
Be worth finding.
I'll just go in street clothes.
All right.
Alright, so you going to the library first and then doing some shopping, or are you doing some... I will
The
say...
library's like a whole day, right?
Yeah, library's multiple days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should get the shopping out of the way now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before other people get in town and take all the good stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Tourists.
Alright,
Damn
so
tourists.
what are you looking for first?
I want to find either. I just want to find, presumably, like the easier version of this to get would be like a cloak of protection. Ideally, like bracers of defense would be great, but I understand that that's way harder to.
Yeah, so bracers of defense, you're going to want to talk to a blacksmith for that, if that's possible. And then cloak of protection, you can look at a magic shop. The two most well known for both of those that are in the Noble District would be the magic shop is known as Wonders Wonderful Wares, and the blacksmith is known as Striking Iron, and those would be the two best places to find those. What else are we looking for?
Yeah, what do other people want?
I
Emory?
think, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I wouldn't be actively looking for it, but as I'm following everybody around, I don't know if it would present itself in this part of the city, but if there is some sort of, like, apothecary, tonics, health potions, that I could find something that
For
is
sure.
not a health potion, but maybe that I could take to help rid my sadness.
Okay, yeah, that would definitely, probably, most likely also
Tavern.
be Wonders Wonderful Wares.
Okay.
You would probably find something like that. It's a very large magic shop, so it runs the gambit. It's like
Okay.
apothecary potions, but also magic
Cool.
items, stuff like that. Rowina?
I was just gonna say, I think that we would probably look at the magic shop for disguise options.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm guessing, and then we want to sell these emeralds and rubies, but to be honest, if there was somebody who would just like trade stuff for the jewels, that might be the more direct option.
Well, you do. Danny is aware in the Lavender Market there's a place called Delightful Diamondry. That is a place where you could sell the jewels, or you could see if you can just trade the jewels. That's up to you.
I mean, I guess we may as well say we went and sold them just for the sake of use.
We'll say it. We probably.
Okay, yeah. I'll just go ahead and say you can get what I gave you to use for.
Yeah, so the bag of rubies was 200 gold, and the bag of emeralds was worth 200, but we used some, so now it's 190. So I'll just add all that to the party fund.
Yeah, so it looks like I think you have
390.
I think you have, yeah.
I have my splint armor that I was looking to sell.
Yeah, you can. Do you want to just sell that at Striking Iron?
The blacksmithing.
Okay. Anybody else going to any place other than the blacksmith or the magic shop?
I'm gonna sneak off and do something.
Okay.
Tell nobody to follow me, but it's like something simple that I would like to keep secret.
Okay, cool.
Just for the record, for everyone, we have 574 gold on the party.
Nice. I think the thing that I want to look for is also in the magic shop.
Okay.
If it's there at all.
All right,
Probably
cool.
Isn't.
All right. Sorry, I'm just pulling up something.
The thrilling shopping moments.
It's the best.
Okay. Sorry. Just give me a second.
It's all right.
It's good.
It's all good.
It's good, isn't it?
It's fine. It's cool.
It's fine.
It's cool. You could say that we.
We are nothing but
Not to talk about House of the Dragon while we're stalling, but I listened to a podcast, the like HBO companion podcast, and the
No
woman who
spoilers, though. No
plays
spoilers, though.
no spoilers.
Okay.
No, the woman who
Check.
plays Helena, literally, she's from London, and literally said, "Oh, that's rough, isn't it?"
Oh my god, yeah.
And
That's
I
rough,
was
isn't
like, "Hey, oh, that's rough, isn't it?" So shout out to Helena.
There are other names.
Targaryen. I know. I need to look her up. She's
Wow.
new, and I like her.
Olivia Colman.
Olivia
She can do
Colman.
She can
No.
do anything.
She can't do anything.
Okay, so you make your way to what is actually the Hall of Guilds. That's where you're going to find these best magic shops, and it's kind of like this is one where all of the guild masters of each guild, the Mages Guild, the Carpenters Guild, the Blacksmiths Guild, this is where they all meet. But it's also all of them, usually the head of each one has a shop, or at least a representation of a shop in this place. You go to find Wonder's Wonderful Wares, and you step inside, and you see a very quaint place. Immediately the ceiling goes like up to about 50 feet, much taller than what you would expect when you moved in. There's some kind of magic happening there. It also has really long. It's like almost the size of like a little mini mart with a really high ceiling. And you see people inside walking around. There's a big spiral staircase in the middle. There's a bunch of people in here. And then behind the front desk, you see the Guildmaster of the Mages Guild and the owner of Wonder's Wonderful Wares. Let me show you. Kestria.
Whoa.
Nice.
Kestria is an owl Aarakocra. who has these massive wings on her back, and a long green cloak that she wears. Danny and Aeliana roll history checks for me. I want to see if you know Kestria's backstory.
15.
15.
Not one.
Nat 1. So, Aeliana, you remember some of the backstory of, especially because I just feel like this is the kind of thing that Aeliana would find interesting, so you finding out this info would make sense to me. Kestria, the owner of this place used to be a man named Wilford Wonder. You don't know if that was his actual name or the name that he gave himself, but Wilford Wonder was the actual owner of this place, and he used to be the old guild master. He didn't have any family that anyone knew of. He was quite the hermit and found himself alone a lot, except for his familiar, Kestria.
Oh, cool.
And before he passed, he eventually mastered enough of his arcane magics to true polymorph his familiar owl into an Aarakocra.
That's cool.
It took him a long time to teach her the ways, but she is now older in her years, as Aarakocra tend to not live that long. But she is a form of familiar turned mage and owns this shop.
I feel like as we're walking through these halls, she's just like telling anyone who will listen the story.
Yeah.
This is the coolest story I've ever heard.
And she turns to see all of you. Her head kind of tilts. Oh, who are you? Pleasure to see you all.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
You can call me
just...
Kestria.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Kestria.
It's a
We were
pleasure
just
to
hoping
meet
to take a
you.
look around your shop.
Oh, please, take a look around.
Oh my god!
And she just kind of gives you free reign of the shop. So what exactly are we looking for here, gang? I know what Danny's looking for.
Anything that really just like makes me harder to hit. That's
Okay.
primarily what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
Protection,
because you're not hard
disguises.
enough to hit already.
Get hit plenty enough already, and Oliver is the way higher AC, so don't.
Your
start
AC
with
is
me.
19, bruh.
Oliver's like go up to 22.
21,
Yay.
21.
Amazing. No, I mean, you two are the ones fighting people. Makes sense. Okay. So I know what Danny's looking for. I know what Emory's looking for. I know what Rowina's looking for. What are you looking for, Aeliana?
Any elemental gems laying around?
Any
There
elemental
are,
gems.
but might as well. It's on my list to research, but we'll see if I happen to get lucky.
Okay. Let's see
I
here.
probably don't have the money for it anyways. But
Okay, so Oliver, are you looking for anything?
No, just health potions for the group, but nothing specific that I can think of.
Okay. You all look around. Danny, you do find a cloak of protection. It is going to cost you 500 gold if you want to buy it.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ!
Okay, I don't have any of that. Never mind. Good to know. Good to save up for it.
Hey, the
Good to
party,
save up.
yeah, you know, I mean, there's ways.
I don't have enough to like cover it in a way that would completely blow the party fund, and I don't want to do that. So it's good to know for later.
Yeah.
Emory, I'll get back to you. Sorry,
God.
Rowina. There is a hat of disguise that is available for 800 gold.
Yeah.
There.
Oliver faints.
Listen, you're getting up to high level magic items now. And there is a potion of alter self that costs 200 gold.
How long? What's?
You can look up alter self.
I'm gonna look it up. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. The hat of disguise is. I mean, it's not much better, but it's also 500 gold.
Okay.
That's quite different.
It's a hat.
Yeah.
Of
disguise.
disguise.
Yeah.
Magical
Remember,
hat. It's a
magic is
magical hat.
not very prevalent.
I
in
just
this
love
world.
that Oliver is like so against magical items constantly. That's such a great character choice. He's like, this is ridiculous.
There is also an elemental gem.
But
This
that?
one.
he almost walks right by it and is like, wait.
It is a
It costs like 5,000.
it costs, this one does cost 800 gold, and it is a red ruby that you can literally like see the fire within.
Cool.
And then
Stares at it for a long time. Is there any way I could get my family's money? No, I don't think so.
Emory, you find a couple things. One, you find a never-ending flask for 100 gold.
Oh,
That's not great.
That could be filled with a liquid of your
Not
choice.
this.
There's multiple liquids. You can take a short rest to change it. You find a potion of greater restoration for 400 gold.
Hmm.
And I would say that that's what you find.
That's it. That's the spell That's it. I'll say to Emory.
What? That?
That's what I was talking to you about last night.
And I'll look at the price tag, and then I'll rifle through my personal stash. Fuck. I don't have that.
We can check with the church also, but it exists, so that's good.
But I want it now.
Yeah.
Should I just take?
No.
I think I could. I think I could
No,
do it. I feel my
don't
arm's
do
feeling
it.
better.
There's other ways. I promise. I'll put my hand on Emory's shoulder. I promise.
How long do you think?
Let's check with the church first.
Okay. Okay. And I'll walk by the never-ending flask. Where is the guild master?
She's just like at the front, just kind of like talking to people.
No.
Does she look distracted?
Yeah, she definitely looks distracted.
You
Emory?
guys, I have
Do it.
to.
She's an owl, dude!
Do it.
I will try to swipe the never-ending flask.
Roll a sleight of hand check at disadvantage.
This is bad in so many
Eric is
different
loving
ways.
this right now.
You haven't tried to steal anything yet.
And it's a sleight of hand at disadvantage.
Yes.
It's not good.
I literally got a nat 20 and a nat 1.
Not another net.
So that's a 9. But
You
it's
go
a
to
nat 1.
swipe it, and it just like falls to the ground and just like clanks. It doesn't break or anything, but it just like clanks and falls to the ground. And a couple people like turn to look at you, but
I'm
she doesn't.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't even really seem to notice.
She doesn't?
Mm-mm.
I
Like, a couple people like turn to look at you, but like, everyone just. I mean, it just looks like a.
Have eyes on Emory fully.
I'll set it back on the shelf and walk back up to wherever Aeliana and the group are.
I'm sketching a small, quick sketch of this gem. So
Okay.
you come see me in the little whatever, that's what I'm doing.
And
I
that
would,
elemental gem, by the way, is like behind a case. It's like
Yeah,
that is
that's
not
fine.
out in the open. Yeah.
Mm.
I would go to talk to Aeliana when I found the potion of disguise or potion of alter self, and just tell her that it's there. Say it seems to be about what I can do on my own already, but if it only lasts an hour at a time.
I will say the main difference between disguise self and alter self is that disguise self, if someone touches you, there's a difference.
Yeah.
If alter self, you take on the physical appearance of whatever you change into. Just saying. But that might not come into a problem. But if you're trying to avoid looking like you have horns, and then someone goes to touch a place where they will feel a horn, they will feel a horn.
Yeah.
But maybe you're not. I'm just letting you know what the difference is between.
But I could like disguise self as like exactly me, just without horns, and as long as nobody like touched the top of my head, it would be fine, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless they can see through a disguise, but that's
or unless they can see through a disguise. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I need it. I just won't go to the banquet, and then I will be very careful at the ball.
Oh, you do find out, by the way, officially from the king that the ball is a masquerade.
See, we're fine. We're fine. No one's
We
even
also
going to
have
notice.
20 days to figure out the plan.
I think we leave it. But thanks for checking.
Yes.
Does anybody buy anything?
Do we want any health potions? How many?
I think that we should get some potions. I think that we should see what potions there are in general.
'Cause I used mine. I drank mine.
Yeah.
So.
I've never had one.
Is there like a
Let's get one for all over
potion
there.
area?
Oh yeah, for sure. What are you looking for? There's all three types of healing potions. The regular are 50, the greater are 100, and
I still have the one that we got from last time, so I'm fine.
Yeah, I have.
What if we get...
I don't remember them.
Greater regular 50, greater 100, superior 300.
I have a regular.
If
I have
we
a
get
greater.
two more regulars,
I have
that's not
a
100.
regular.
2 regular for 80 gold.
80.
80.
I don't know.
Is that what you say to the woman?
Yep.
Okay, so you come
Yeah.
up and you
We'll
give
pay
her.
from the party fund.
Hello! Have you found what you were looking for?
Yes, I think we'll take 2 regular healing potions, and I'm sure there's
Wonderful. That would be yes, of course. There's always a bundle. That would be 95 gold.
and 95 is the best that you can do.
Oh, I could do a lot better for me.
Hit it with a hammer. What about for friends of the king?
Oh, aren't we all friends of the king?
Some of us are better friends. Take out the coin.
Yeah, I'll show the coin.
She looks at it. Oh, well, this is quite nice. I've had mine attached to a chain.
Okay. Just pay her 95.
Just pay her the goddamn 95 gold
I
and
don't
move
have 95
on.
gold.
Rowina.
I'll pay for the party fund.
Okay.
So everybody has a regular healing potion now?
Yeah.
Is there anything else I can help you with? Would you like to put anything on hold?
Ooh.
Hold the
What
cloak
are
of
the
protection
parameters
for
of
me. I don't know.
I can hold things for a maximum of 5 days.
Oh, never mind.
Fuck it. No,
Never
never
mind.
mind.
All
way.
right.
Well, hold on.
Thank you for coming to
500.
Wonders Wonderful Wares.
Bye.
Leave the match shop.
Where can I get 500 gold in 5 days?
Robbing a bank.
Robbing a bank. Okay.
I will
Only
say.
some ways in a big city like this.
Well, I also will say, the king said any more information you give him will be rewarded in kind.
Yeah.
That could potentially
We
be
don't
a
Really
way to
reward
do
us
it.
for this information, so why the fuck would we...
Well, we get. free
He's
stuff.
inviting you to the ball. He's giving you free
We're already
access
invited to
his
the ball.
tailors,
Okay. Anyways.
free access to
enough
the
of this.
library.
So the blacksmith, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I just want to sell this in.
Okay. So you head over to Striking Iron, and you walk in, and you see a woman that is currently barking orders at a bunch of others, as it seems like multiple things are happening. She is a dwarven woman, dark black skin with natural hair kind of pulled back, tied back, very curly. She has an apron on and the gloves of the blacksmith. She's kind of like barking orders, and then she turns back at the front desk and like her back was to you at first, but she turns back and she's holding this like blue long glass with like a long wooden straw in it, and like an orange slice on the rim, and she sits down and she oh hey, how you doing? How can I help you?
Hi.
Hi.
Oliver Burroughs. I'll show my like guild membership.
Oh, welcome, brother. Zara Steelhammer. And I would say you, just without even rolling, whatever your fucking name is, Oliver.
Oliver.
Sorry, listen, I'm sorry. Her father, Zane Steelhammer, was a very famous blacksmith and was the head of the guildmaster here in Savonia. You, as a member of the guild, you know who your guildmaster is. So you know that it was Zane Steelhammer, and recently his enterprise basically was left to his daughter Zara. You received something in the mail, kind of
The
informing
monthly
you of
newsletter.
that. Yeah.
Oh, you're a Steelhammer. It's an absolute honor to meet you.
Oh, please. I appreciate it. I'm no father of mine, but hey, I know what I'm doing around here, and I'm willing to help. So what can I do for you?
Oh, I'm just looking to sell this set of armor I made. I mean, I'm sure it's paltry compared to what you.
She looks at it. Oh, my! This is well done.
Thank you.
Yes, this is this is great. I could. Could you use a job? I got some slobs back here that really just kind of aren't up to cut.
Well, I mean, we'll be in town for a while. Maybe I'll take you up on that.
Well, hey, please, if you're ever looking for a little bit of extra work, I'll pay well for work like this.
It's good to know.
Yeah, I mean, this is practically brand new. I'll give you full price, 200 gold.
Deal.
Okay. She gets into her coffers, gets out 200 gold, hands that to you. Usually I probably wouldn't give full price, but this is kind of a little investment for me. I definitely have some stuff in mind for you if you'd want to come.
Well, yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Of course. Anything that I can do for any of the rest of you? No?
No,
All
thank
right.
you.
Well, thanks for stopping in. You guys have a great day. She goes back to her drink. It's the right spot. It hits it every time. She's just enjoying her drink.
Acid.
Probably.
And you guys walk out. And I'm assuming you head to the library.
Well, do we want to spend all day? I mean, well,
We have so much time.
yeah, but there's like we have plans tonight.
We do.
We do.
Yes. You guys are going to the hot spring show.
Oh,
I don't.
who
What?
guys?
Yeah.
We're going to the hot spring show.
Aeliana.
Oh, me and Emory?
No, all three of you. You three are going.
Me and Emory and
Oh, we're not all.
Aeliana?
No. I'm so bad at this.
Guys, we're going to the hot
I'm gonna
spring
run.
show. Us
Aeliana.
three.
Oh.
She
Ooh.
opens her
Spring
eyes
show.
open wider with
Danny
recognition as she
and
rolled a good
Emory.
history check.
I had caught on a while ago.
You remembered?
Yeah, of course. I've been looking everywhere we went.
What are you guys going to do?
Wait, what?
We are going to the SEMA theater.
Oh, you two are going to go see the ballet.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm
Honest
quite
time.
excited for the hot springs.
I got you guys good seats. Best seats. I think I didn't have to pay for them, but I did pay for them. I got swindled.
Seems like an
That's
odd thing to do.
hilarious.
Yes.
I think I didn't have to pay for them, but I did pay for them. Fantastic. And on this very awkward cliffhanger,
God damn it.
we're going to end this week's
Oh my
episode,
God.
and we'll
Like
see
this.
exactly what happens this evening at the next episode. So thank you all for watching. I'm so happy to finally be in Savonia. We have so much more to explore.
So much to do.
A lot of mystery to still unfold. I'm a little bummed that we didn't get to it, but just as a little spoiler, I have a full list of books on various different subjects.
Oh, I can't wait.
That you all are going to be able to read. They each
Kelsey,
have a
out.
certain amount of hours
I
that
know.
it'll take to read them, and based on how long you read them, you get more and
Real
more
life
information.
He has
Yeah.
books that he's going to
Yes.
give us.
I have written
Yes.
30
Join us
books.
for our
The next session is all of us just silent reading.
Silent reading. Yeah.
So yes, I'm very
Tune
excited
in
to
for
keep
that.
exploring. I'm also very excited as we get closer and closer to the new celebration. Very exciting. So anyway, thank you all for watching us. Thank you to my players, the best players a GM can ask for. I say every time, but I mean it every time. And as always, everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye.